The following program is brought to you in living color.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Welcome to the dumbest show.
It's Sunday afternoon, so it's time for Doc's Cat Party. Join Doc, co-host Jeff Kendall, and their guests for 2+ hours of fun, frivolity, and maybe fisticuffs. And,
Oh, yeah.
Here he is, your host, Doc Duckus.
Yes, we are here. Yes, not that late. Can't you tell we're? Oh no, he can't tell we're having troubles. I'll show you that we're having troubles. My co-host is Tim Allen. You know, there's trouble brewing. There's only the two of us. Poor Jeff Kendall, he's having connection problems. So, what can we do? And I'm sorry I have to watch football because we got less than a minute left and the Detroit Lions are losing. Oh, crap. You know, oh boy. So anyway, let's say hello to some people, okay? Okay. There are some people here. Oh, James Farley's there.
Oh,
yeah,
James.
And David Gilmore will not be on this channel. I've told you that. And Ollie Perry thinks we're late.
Hello, Ollie. We're not late, Ollie.
Well, we're slightly late.
No.
Mainly because of this guy. Hello, Jeff Kendall. Yeah, see, he's like way back before. He's kind of like on daylight saving time or something. Yeah, I know the line. Only by 1 point. How many? 50-something seconds left. 29-28 against the Vikings. Oh, gee. Big game. Hello, Jeff. How are you doing? It's like Weekend at Bernie's, isn't it? Yeah.
But I'm still here.
Well, say hello. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Only when you say something.
Now?
You're there now. There you are. Well, looks like he's having a bad tummy ache, I think. Yeah. So anyway, there's Jeff Kendall down below. He'll just come in and out and whatever. And we'll have to go with Tim Allen being like the big co-star of the show.
Plasma. There's nothing left of him.
You did hear that last week his veins collapsed?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you give blood way too often.
Would you go lay down?
But that's not going to stop our
trouble.
Jeff.
Yeah. I just realized that by wearing that hat, Jeff looks like Brian Johnson. If Brian Johnson had a big white mustache, maybe. Yeah, Mr. Freeze was today's Batman villain. The Eli Wallach version. Like, he was all right. I didn't mind him. You know, like after 3 Mr. Freezes, each one of them brought something to the character. So you can't really say this one did it wrong, this one did it wrong. Like, I liked them all, but dang, Otto Preminger was probably the best of the 3.
Yeah. Otto Preminger is the best.
The only trouble is wide. Like, too much. Hang on. Oh, Jeff Kendall's spinning down there. He's trying again. This is the Jeff Kendall show that is not working. Come on, Jeff. Come on. I remember when we used to have this trouble with Tim Allen, but he fixed his.
Well, mine got fixed for me. Thank you,
Well,
Robert
that's a
P.
good thing. Right? Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Ooh, Jeffrey. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hello, hello. Oh,
All right, here's a test. Everybody count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're running out of numbers, Jeff. 18,
hello.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, he's reaching. He's reaching. Come on. Come on, Jeff. You can do it. Come on. Oh, too late. What, is he reaching for a cat? Jeez.
He's only about a minute behind.
I know.
So-
Jeez. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh,
No, Jeff, I'm sorry.
I suppose I have to do this because.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, you got to the 25-second mark, and am I supposed to reach for something? Ooh. oh, the line just went ahead. 15 seconds left. 31-29. Come on.
Oh,
I don't know what happened. Jeff disappeared. Yeah, dang, something happened there, and I missed it fooling with Jeff.
oh, you don't want to lose to the Jets.
4, 3, 2. Oh, they didn't stop the clock. Okay, good. It got to 0, and they went. So what do we do now? End the game. 31-29. Lions win. Whoa. Wow. Oh, they put a flag on the play at the 0 mark. Come on. All right. So, yeah, I know Jeff is doing his best, Mr. Freeze. Yeah. Yeah. Are we on? Not really. I told you this is the stupidest show. Oh, that's for Paul. Do you have an extra canoe? Uh-huh. Well, it came right down to the wire. Jeez. It may not be done yet, really. There's a flag on the play. So whatever this is, does that roll it and mark it with B? What is this?
Traveling, isn't it? Isn't that
Oh,
traveling?
oh.
Both sides, maybe, or
I don't know. They're doing this like no.
I don't know.
They put 1 second back on the clock.
Oh, that's plenty of time.
And the line coach is going like, "What's going on? We had the game won."
What
What
are they going to do in 1 second?
Well, they're going to play it off, I guess. Jeff is down there trying to come on again.
Of course he is.
It's just a blank square.
Well,
That duck go is just not working. I'm sorry.
Jeff, if you can hear us, reset your router again, shut your computer off, turn everything off, turn it back on, start from scratch.
He's having a fit right now. He's been doing this for what, 20 minutes?
Jeff is a little. I'm not trying to insult you, Jeff, but you're a little bit like Mason when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Nobody wants to be compared.
Just relax and listen to some advice.
Jeff, go have a yop and come back.
Yeah, unplug your router, turn your computer off. Let them sit for a couple minutes.
Reset,
Plug them back in.
He did. He went poof.
Try it again.
Okay. Oh, in the meantime, let's answer a comment. After about 15 episodes of Lost in Space, they finally gave the Nazi child something to do. She was copied by. Oh, you're calling Judy the Nazi child? What? I don't know how you get that.
Well, I do. She's so she has no sense of humor. She's so. I mean, she was my least favorite character on the whole show when I watched.
She was eye candy, but they didn't know what to do with her.
Yeah, well, I don't even think she's. I suppose she's pretty, but her personality is so dull, and she would have made a good school marm on Little House of the Prairie. You know, I mean, she's.
I think Jeff has just texted me. He's turned stuff off and he's trying to come back on. Oh, okay.
Wait a minute before you do it, Jeff. Not that you can hear us because you turned everything off. But
I'll text him.
Give it a minute or two, and then
give it a bit of time.
Yes, let it rest.
And try again. Try again.
Yes.
Okay.
People don't think electronics are fussy. They just think they're on or off. But electronics can be fussy too.
Her real life dad was also a Nazi. What?
Okay.
See, Tim should know. He learned a lot at mom jail.
Yes.
I guess.
No, but I've been putting a lot of like old CDs I made onto a thumb drive for my car, and some of them have labels, and those players never like when you stick the labels on them, and it'll get to like 20 tracks and then it'll just stop. It'll give you errors for the rest and blah blah blah. But if you shut it down and let it rest a while, and then when you come back, maybe do another CD first and then do one of those, it'll do the rest of the tracks. You just need to, baby it a little bit.
Is there a better back-to-back TV experience than Murder, She Wrote and Matlock, like back-to-back, like 2 hours worth of the best?
Not if you need a nice nap. No. If you find yourself really tired, put those on back and you'll sleep like a baby.
Yeah, but for those of you who haven't heard yet, finally Detroit has got MeTV Tunes. Finally, we got a station doing. Oh, the game's over. I don't know who won yet. Yeah, we finally got MeTV Tunes. I've watched some Underdog, some Inspector Gadget, and here and there, like, oh geez, Tom and Jerry again. Like that was on a lot. So some of these, like, oh come on, I've seen too much of that in Looney Tunes. I want to see something different, right? So what do they have on today? They're having a Halloween type cartoons, I guess. So they've got a hold of the Frankenstones, which is like the monsters in the Flintstones universe. Not that I really care, but okay, I'll leave it on for just a second. The Herman Munster character of the Frankenstones is voiced by...
No idea.
Charles Nelson Riley.
It's nice that he's working.
Yeah. In a way, this is worth watching just for that. Like, I don't know who he was married to. I didn't catch any character names, but it kept going back to Father Frankenstone. It was like Charles Nelson Riley. I know, so that's scary. Yes. Yeah. 4 of them. Wow. All I need is the one. So now my 3 go-to stations is the Fox affiliate, Buzzer, and MeTV Tunes. Those are my 3 go-tos. So Charles Nelson Riley, unbelievable. I have MeTV. I bought it. It belongs to me. Well, yeah, well, of course. Groovy Lisa, hello. Oh, you know what? I haven't said hello to everyone.
I bid you welcome.
Very good. Very good. Oh, Jeff,
Lisa,
Jeff Kendall's trying to come back again. The square is there with nobody in it. This is what we're going to be putting up with all day, I guess. He says, but I'm on DuckDuckGo. Well, for all those people who think DuckDuckGo is the greatest thing, think again.
Yeah, why is he on DuckDuckGo?
I don't know. James Farley wants to see Gigantor. I haven't seen that in years. Wow. He got a poof back off. Yeah.
Is Paul would recommend, and I'm not using it, but I would try Opera. I would try downloading Opera because it's supposed to use a lot less resources than
I don't know. I'm just on Google
or Chrome or anything else.
Hi. I just sent you a messenger message. Oh, nice. Now I have to go to another. Hey, geez. Stay tuned, kids. I promise you we will have a show. Paul, I don't know whether that could be misconstrued or not. Wants to know if he can come on and eat a hot dog. I don't know.
I'll call him James, but he can.
we may need more people here because Jeff's having trouble and whatnot. Ollie just watched the Frank Langella Dracula. That was really good. Oh. Yes, it was a fantastic podcast. Yeah, look, all about me again. How wonderful I am. Yeah. I know I'm getting a big head. You know, my ego is just inflated. Yeah. Oh, too late. It's all gone. Yeah, but did anybody really pay much attention to that show, really? Like, I just remember it was on, but I didn't really pay much attention to that show.
But it's probably the most successful thing he ever did. Yeah. Besides 32 years on Match Game, it's probably.
Oh, yeah. Who are these relatives you spent last Sunday with? Well, you know, like brothers and nieces and nephews and grandnephews and whatnot. Yeah. Jeff, if you can hear us, try another browser. Ditch the DuckDuckGo. I can't even say that. I know 20 minutes in, we haven't even started the show yet. Jeez. Well, anyway, let's begin with what have we bought lately. Tim, go.
And I'm done, Doc.
I'm done too. But I did reach on the shelf. I said, well, you know, just to say, well, what has he got on his shelf? Because they got a fairly big shelf, I guess. And I just reached for something, and here's what it came out: a 3 Dog Night compilation. Ooh.
I have that.
Yeah. Two CDs worth of lovely 3 Dog Night stuff. Yeah, ain't that wonderful?
I'm not a huge 3 Dog Night fan, so that's literally, it's one of the few times you'll ever hear me say this, but that is kind of enough for me.
And it is, yeah. Oh, it's that Gert guy.
I like 3 Dog Night. I always collected their albums. I thought they were pretty good, but I mean they're basically a cover band, right? Well,
kind of in a way, yeah. They're doing other people's songs.
Yeah.
So,
I always liked
okay. Jeff Kendall would like us to know that he got his Alice Cooper CD on Friday called Mascara and Monsters. It's the best stuff.
Oh.
Okay. Way to go, Jeff. Way to go.
Oh, I got something new.
Oh, great. There you go. Please
And
stay
no,
with us.
it's not the Beatles album, something new.
Oh. What? Electric Lady Studios.
Yeah, it's Jimi Hendrix, and it's a 5 LP set plus a Blu-ray, and it's the stuff he did before he died in his studio recordings. Anyway, it's got 5 records and a book.
Whoa. That's like 30 pounds worth of material.
Yeah. Well, it's actually really good. It's most of the songs or most of these versions weren't ever released before. And there's some interesting alternate takes and outtakes on it as well. So yeah, it just came out this year. It's a new release.
Nice and fresh. Very nice.
Yeah, it's very fresh.
Ah, very good. Very good. Yes.
Yeah. So if you like Hendrix, this is something you might be in. It's kind of because it is a lot sort of the last stuff he recorded before he died. There's kind of a historical significance to it as well.
Yeah. There's everything out of the vault, so there's nothing else you could ever want.
Oh, they keep coming up with stuff though, you know. Jeez.
Yeah, they keep saying it's empty, and then the next thing you know, there's a new release.
Well, they unearth a lot of live recordings and stuff, and it's the thing I like about him is he wasn't around very long, so he didn't have a lot of material. But the thing is, he never played a song the same way twice, right? So whenever you hear this stuff, it's kind of like a new song because he's always doing something different with it. It's really cool.
Very innovative.
Yeah, well, he was that, no question.
There you go. And by the way, I forgot to mention, since Jeff was having all that trouble and the Lions game was on, just getting distracted by everything, I forgot to mention today's program is brought to you by Yop. Blueberry
Yop.
Blueberry Yop. If you haven't had Blueberry Yop, go around and find some. Bother your what do you call it, the grocery store. Like, get me some Yop. I need some Yop. So comes in blueberries. There you go.
There's a blueberry farm not far from where we live here. It's massive. All kinds of blueberries. And they pick them all by hand, too.
Oh, nice. Look, blew it.
Yes, you get very fresh blueberries here.
Nom. Okay, very good. On with the show. Meanwhile, here's something we should be talking about. Do you like the new Ringo?
Yeah, I've only heard the one song he released. I like it. I'm not surprised because he's got a good country vibe. Like he really knows how to do that. So he's got the right voice for it. I like the song. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I didn't mind it either. I thought this is okay.
I think it's the best song he's done since probably anything on Give More Love, which is a while. So
I always like Bakuza Blues, so I think I'm kind of happy he's done this. I don't know what the rest of the album's like, but it sounds really good. I like it. You can tell he's getting older. Like he's starting to get an old man's voice because it's kind of shaky.
Oh yeah, no, there's some quivering in his voice.
There's some quivering there at point, but that's okay, because you can still sings well, and he's 84 years old.
We can forgive him for sounding the way he does.
No, I thought it's just kind of genuine and good, nice sentiment for
Jeff Ollie likes it.
Did you see the little interview he did about it?
No, I haven't.
He wanted to just make another EP like he had been. And T-Bone Burnett's like, well, I've got a song or two if you'd like to hear them. And Ringo's like, yeah, bring them over. He's like, he brought 9 songs over. He got that EP.
You can do a double EP, you know.
Yeah, so there might be 2 covers or something. I don't know, or maybe he wrote 2 more songs. I don't know, but 9 of them are T-Bone Burnett, and then I don't know about the other 2.
Well, yeah, the album's not out yet, I guess.
No, but there's gonna be 11 songs on it, and
good. No, I'm really
9 of
looking
them
forward
will
to
be
that. That's
T-Bone, and
that's
I don't know
based on what he's done before, and just kind of knowing his vibe and his voice and all that. I think it's going to be a good album. I don't think it'll suck. Let's put it that way.
But no, it's called the song is called "Time on My Hands."
Yeah,
and it's kind of a somber song. You know, it's not enough. Like you're gonna go out and line dance.
It's a country song. You know, my truck died, my dog died, my girlfriend left me.
It wasn't about peace and love. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't about Rory and the Hurricanes. It wasn't about peace and love. What else does Ringo sing about? Not much.
Old Beatle songs, old Beatle covers.
A full album of 11 songs. It'll be out on January 10th.
Oh, so it won't be a Christmas issue. That's interesting.
I guess they're finished it too late, but you can
well
let us know that maybe you get a card and saying like you can put it in an envelope and here's what I got you for Christmas. And you open, the new Ringo album, just what I wanted. So
it's a weird time to issue an album in January. Nobody does that. So
that's probably why. Maybe he'll figure he'll sell a few if he releases it when nobody else is releasing anything.
Maybe, yeah.
He's going to do a show at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. So, boom, there you go.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good one. Anyway.
Yeah, well, the song's pretty decent. And there's nothing that would because we're kind of used to that anyway. So, like, in a way, we kind of expected it. Like, why doesn't Ringo do a country album? There he goes. He does it. And you're going to get one.
And it's got more of a modern country sound. It's not like country was 40, 50 years ago.
Well, but it does have a few.
It's funny because all the younger people that reviewed it said it sounds like an old country song, nothing like modern country at all. They're the younger people that have no idea. But yeah,
I'm not a country actually. I'm just going by what you hear on the radio.
I thought it sounded like maybe 80s or 90s country. I didn't think it sounded like modern country, but it didn't sound like 50s, 60s, or 70s country either.
Well, maybe he'll have those people. He's got a list of people like Billy Strings, Molly Tuttle, Larkin Poe, Alison Krauss, and Lucius.
Well, he always gets, he gets good musicians. So, I mean, like I say, it's not going to suck. I mean, he's got good people around him. So,
yeah. So I aside from Alison Krauss, I don't know any of these people.
I don't either. But
I presume these are like people that could definitely help.
T-Bone Burnett's pretty famous, and
yeah, and he's looking old. But I'm like, that's T-Bone Burnett. There's a picture of him with Ringo, and I'm like, wow, he's gotten old.
He needs to dye his hair like Ringo does.
Yeah.
So
I guess
he even dyes his beard. That's what makes me laugh. His whole
he
face,
wants to appear young.
His whole head is dyed.
He sticks his head into a
Ringo's hair is black.
Or something.
Ringo's hair is blacker than it was when he was 23.
Oh yeah, no, it's way blacker than it was when he was 23.
We'll see how it goes. I've seen nothing but good reviews, even on just the one song.
Oh, it's a good song. I'm glad he's done this. He might He might
I
resurrect.
think people are kind of like looking favorable upon this, and then maybe in line for January 10th, or doing the pre-order. I think it comes on white vinyl, if I something. There's a variant, I think, of a white vinyl variant.
There's always there's always going to be that. Yeah.
Everybody's got to do that. No word of a CD or anything. Just
Oh,
pre-order it now.
I would assume it's going to be on CD. No. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? I mean,
Well, these days, it's like vinyl
a
taking
lot of
over.
bands don't, but Ringo usually does. All of his EPs have been on CD, so
yeah.
They might make too many and sell too many and say it was a failure. It could happen. They never did come out with another.
You could always do a reimagined or a meditation version of it or something.
We'll be like snoring or something like, this is what I want.
Well, that'd be interesting. A meditation version of country music. What would that sound like?
Don't worry, they'll think about it. Here's what we do. They'll play that brown noise during the thing that's supposed to lull you to sleep.
No.
Oh, Jeff is still here. There's a song I like on the new David Gilmour album with vocals from his daughter, Romany. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't. The only Gilmour albums I have are the first two solo ones he did. And I don't know. I just kind of lost track. I got to get more into his music. Anyway, good guitar player. So
Ollie has a Molly Tuttle album. Is she any good? I've never heard of her before this. Because they made it sound like, and here's the stars that he has lined up to help him, and I'm going like, who are these people? Oh, Alison Krauss. Okay, heard of her, but otherwise, I don't know these people.
I know T-Bone Burnett, but that's it. Alison Krauss.
Okay.
Well, Alison Krauss is who Robert Plant's been.
Yeah. Alison Krauss did the music for most of the music for "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, did you know Paul's Broad Street album was released yesterday?
Well, I know it's the anniversary. Polygram did. I loved his. He did a little short for his video today, and he's like, coming to this Sunday is the 40th anniversary that no one asked for.
I didn't watch the video, but somebody did a YouTube video on it saying, is it worth re-releasing or something like that. That was the title. It was clickbait, right? Clickbait. So I didn't go for it, but somebody was whatever. I've got my copy. It was one of the first used albums I ever bought.
And you're satisfied with that?
That's good enough for me.
Hi, Stephen Schnee.
Hi.
Steven.
Hi.
Steven reviewed the new Ringo song.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah. So what? Ringo's music is to watch golf tournaments by? Oh, come on. No. Better than that. I'm sure you could have a good foot stomping time listening to this record when it finally drops.
Well, here's the thing. People kind of crap on Ringo. They always have, right? But what are you expecting? That's the question I ask.
I know it's Ringo.
I always know what I'm getting, and it's like you decide whether you like it or not, and that's why not just leave it at that? I don't think it's like AC/DC, right? You buy an AC/DC album. Are you expecting to be surprised when you buy an AC/DC album? What are you expecting to hear?
It's more of the thing.
To me, it's just sort of like, whatever. It is what it is, and buy it or don't, but don't crap on the guy because for whatever reason. It's just whatever.
Too much of this, maybe.
Well, that's the problem with
Okay, but that's what you're buying. I mean, that's what he does, right? So there it is.
That's the problem with YouTube and people that do reviews and stuff. There's only two ways to go. Well, three ways to go. One, it's great, which you almost never get. Two, it's more of the same. It's what this person does album after album. But then if they do something different, oh, they changed. Why did they change? I don't like this. This is horrible because it's not what I'm, you can't win, if
Well,
you change, you're
okay.
bad,
So
and if you don't change, you're bad. You can't win.
I learned early on, but if you go look at reviews that were issued when Abbey Road was released and the reviews of that album was almost universally hated. If you read the reviews, it was nothing but crap. Okay. Well, most Beatle fans, I would argue most, not everybody, but most Beatle fans will consider that, if not their best work, certainly their, the top three, right? So, these guys, I don't pay any attention to that. It's just, I think a lot of the times they're doing it just to stimulate conversation. That's fine. But when you hear people, you read reviews about Abbey Road and how terrible an album it was. Well, 50 years later, it's considered, the state of the art. Right? So, you can't get too invested in that stuff.
Yeah, but it's still Ringo after all. So it's you can't expect a stellar album. Like, okay, so maybe the Ringo album from 1973 was like his high point.
Yeah, maybe it was, and again, I think the high point about that album was maybe more about who was on it than the music itself. It was interesting packaging and it was well received at the time, but you gotta look at it in perspective and say, okay, so what's the impact of that album 50 years later? And I mean, you can do a poll and I doubt you'll find very many people that play that album all that often, so
get out your copy of Ringo.
They don't even re-release it. They keep releasing his way worse albums that came after that. They don't ever release the Ringo album. And I'm like, why? That's his best work. Why are you releasing?
I think it was back in the 90s, they reissued it on CD and they included Back Off Boogaloo was on it and It Don't Come Easy was on it.
That was actually
CD, right?
late 80s, I think.
And that's, somewhere around there, right? And I bought that because I figured, well, great, now I got those songs on one CD, right?
Yeah.
But whatever. It's a good album, but
yeah, they missed the anniversary.
Well, they're doing that a lot, though. I mean, I think COVID screwed a lot of that up because we were supposed to get 50th anniversary stuff that was delayed because of COVID for quite a while. So.
Well, yeah, but when 2023 comes around and they missed the 50th anniversary of Ringo, how did they miss that?
I thought for sure they'd do something for that, but
it could come in a box set and have some extra tracks. Wait! How dare you? Does not. No, come on now. Jeez.
Well,
shame.
He might suck, but I'd ask how many albums that guy's released. He seems to do okay for someone who sucks.
Yeah, really. I'm sure this will do fine. People have been asking for a country album for the longest time. So he's finally committed to and a full album at that. Ringo's worse than Bingo? I don't know. If you go to the Beatles Fan Fest, you can play Ringo Bingo. So you get the best of both worlds. So good stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Is it time to crack open a yop? I don't know.
Yop away. Pick a yop in your yop.
Yeah, shut your yop.
So where's all your regulars? There's nobody showing up.
Well, Jeff Kendall's having connection trouble. And the other regulars, they don't come around anymore. We must have insulted them. Don't forget the Ringo crate.
Maybe Larry fired them. Oh, I got to work that one in once, every show.
I suppose so. He's out there making videos about what was it I saw? Some of my least favorite something. I don't know. Boy, I don't know.
Yeah, that comment about Paul's Ram album that was hated too when it first came out, and it's like, I'm still not a huge fan of that album. I mean, it's a good album, but yeah, it was really hated. I can remember that. It was just despised when it came out. People, for whatever reason, I don't know. But see, again, what were they expecting? That's the thing. It's like people have these expectations. And then when something comes out, it doesn't meet their expectations. Therefore, it's no good for anything. It's like, well, you kind of create this artificial ceiling, and if it doesn't reach it, then the thing's crap, right? And I don't get it. It's whatever.
But then they had McCartney come out, so they should have had an idea what Ram might be about. So like,
well, even McCartney wasn't that well received.
No. Ram is the better album than McCartney.
Production-wise, yeah.
Ram is overproduced compared to McCartney. I mean, people didn't like Ram because it wasn't produced enough, but it's overproduced compared to McCartney.
Well,
maybe Amazed is the only track that has any production on it.
Yeah, Two Virgins was produced more than McCartney was.
Ooh.
But that's what it was meant to be, though, right? It was supposed to be just raw, and that's great. It's like a Neil Young album, right? You listen to any Neil Young albums, it's like, yeah, okay, well, there it is.
I mean,
people gotta meditation mixes. Like, come on.
People got to understand that the Beatles had split up, so now you've got four guys who are doing their damnedest to sound nothing like the Beatles that were in the Beatles. I mean, people forget that's what was going on. John and Paul especially did not want to make a Beatle record, but George didn't either. And neither Ringo made a friggin' country album and a standards album. He certainly didn't want to sound like the Beatles. And this is what people got under. So what do you expect when four guys, it's like it didn't happen, but what if somebody from REM made a solo album a year after REM came out? I guarantee it wouldn't have sounded anything like REM, because that's what you want. You want to get away from that.
Generally, when they do that, they go with totally different producers, different engineers. Like just from the technical point of view, it's going to sound different. But you're right. I mean, they're going to try to be. They particularly the Beatles. They wanted to separate themselves from the Beatles, right? That was the whole thing. And John Lennon, I think, probably did with his Plastic Ono Band album. He probably was the most effective at that because that's a raw album. I mean, you listen to that thing, and it's just.
No, the other guy has those meditation mixes. I don't. So go check him out. I don't have any of that. I just have. Whoops, the other name. I just have.
They come out with the coma mixes, and I'll buy those.
Yeah.
Coma.
Yeah, I've just got this little monkey's tin box set.
There you go.
That'll do.
Is that where it landed when you threw it back there? Or,
Not bad, eh? What a shot!
Pretty good.
Wow. Nice.
I'm waiting.
It must have bounced at least once to get there.
Yeah, how can you dismiss maybe I'm amazed?
Yeah, but there's also a lot of stuff on that album that's not, it doesn't sound complete,
I think Teddy Boy's on there and
sing along junk and
Teddy Boy's better than the Beatles version, but Lennon wouldn't give it a chance. So
that was just he was just playing it for John there. It was just he was not even recording.
They did do it twice, so they did try a little bit, but the second one when Lennon starts doing his do-si-do thing. I love the end of that. Paul's like, well, there goes that one for further consideration.
Yeah. That's as far as it went.
Wow. What is that? A coloring book?
Like Gorilla. I remember that show.
What is that?
It's like a golden book, but a different.
Oh, like the golden book. Okay. Ooh.
You know, Robert, if you had a hat like that, you could look like McGilla Gorilla there.
Well, we all can't be handsome like McGilla. He had a better body than I do.
Yeah. So what is that? McGilla Gorilla and the Banana Nappers?
Yeah.
Look at all
It
that
says
Hanna-Barbera character.
this Dura look belongs to, or Dura book. It's a
Dura.
not a golden
Dura
book.
book.
Wow.
See?
So
Dura book.
Can you
Cool.
leave it out in the rain or something? Why is it a
And that's all your buddies.
yeah.
Snagglepuss.
I like Snagglepuss.
Who's this guy over here with McDraw? I can't remember the kid.
Baba Louie.
Louis?
See? And then Top Cat.
Yeah, all the Top Cat people.
All these people we used to watch for nothing was on. What is that? Space Goat? What is that? The white dog with the, is that Bandit or something from?
Bandit way over in the corner. There you go. That's Bandit.
That's Bandit, isn't it? From
Johnny Quest, right?
Johnny
Above.
Quest,
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, I picked this up at a library for 25 cents.
Ooh, that
I
sounds
thought
like
it was pretty cool. You
that
know,
sounds like where Tim Allen would go to. Ooh.
for a quarter. It was it was a bargain, I guess. A
just
bargain.
make sure they don't charge you,
Good
later.
condition, it looks like.
I didn't know if Doc wanted to add this to his collection in the pile over here. Or,
I'll read it out loud in a video. Yeah.
I also
Jorgen is here
hello,
too.
Jorgen.
Jorgen's here. Yay.
Yeah,
I
there's
also
the
got this
regular
one for Doc.
What is that?
Walt.
Oh,
Disney.
Walt Disney by somebody Thomas.
It's his
Oh, look. Oh
life
my
story.
God. Oh, wow. Look how small the printing is.
Yeah, but there's no pictures.
No
Oh, he's
picture either.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, there's a few in the middle. Let me see if I can find them. Well, I can't see what the book is.
Okay, what year was that?
It's all about his life, beginnings and middle, and him and his brother and
Wow, look at that.
sister, and,
Aren't they cute?
his first drawings and how he stole from Oswald the Rabbit, whatever. You know, I don't.
No, they stole Oswald from him.
Right, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
That was his first business card
Wow.
over there.
And how he couldn't draw.
Let's see. This was written in 1976. Copyright. So I picked it up with the intention to read it first and then hand it off to Doc.
Thank
But
you.
for, I think it was, this was $2
Oh, geez.
for a
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, hardcover. Yeah, but
And if you can't, after you read it,
You could almost
do anything you want with it.
You could almost use that for self-defense.
You just
you
keep
throw
it,
it.
keep it in the Mustang and throw it at somebody when they.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Mustang is only going to be around for 2 more days.
I'm sorry I missed your conversation. I was cutting grass.
No, I said the Mustang will only be about for 2 more days.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
So
the
what
Mustang,
did you decide on?
yeah, the Mustang is just about gone to be replaced
Are you
by
trading it in or selling it privately?
that car.
Oh my goodness. That looks like a hot day.
Yes, that's
Looks like the Black Beauty.
picking it up on Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday.
Rudy Blues could sing a song
Now,
about
now
your car.
you need to do a road trip to BC to break it in.
Well, it's wild because those cars are kind of hard to find, especially when they're 2025. But I walked into the Hyundai dealer and I says, by any chance, do you have any Hyundai Elantra N's in? And she goes, what color do you want? I says, black. She goes, what transmission do you want? Automatic? I says, yes. One just came in this morning.
8-speed?
No, automatic.
No, but 8-speed automatic transmission.
Oh, not sure.
Is
Yeah,
it turbo? Like they're trying to push on people?
It's a turbo, yes.
Okay. So it's probably a 4-cylinder with
Yeah,
turbo.
no, it's the new Knight Rider. Woohoo. Yeah.
Doc's a new Knight Rider. I'm going to try to look like Paul by the end.
Hello to Jorgen. Jorgen came in right in the middle of the Walt Disney thing, I think. Yeah, he's here. Hello.
I just need to interrupt your
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me!
I'm your tribal chief. Acknowledge me.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Jorgen.
Mm-hmm. So yes, we got a Walt Disney book. We've got a new Ringo album.
Jazzy.
You guys didn't see my new Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, we got a Jimi Hendrix in here.
Wow. A box.
You know
I didn't know
what
he had that many albums.
You know what I thought was standing? What it said when the picture of you was small? I thought it said Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, oh.
I don't know how you get that out of that, but okay.
What did a fella do to deserve that comment?
He hung out with Diddy.
Anyway, it's the last recordings he did
I
before
got
he
to
died.
polish my glasses. Sorry.
There's Electric Ladyland Studios.
Now, is it available on CD also? Yup.
I don't know. It just came out this year, so I don't know, Robert. I honestly don't know. It comes with a 5.1 Blu-ray.
Hello. Nice to see you. Hello.
Hi, Tim. Long time no see.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He was
probably
up
be
at
online somewhere.
He was up at James Street
I'll look.
on camera.
I'm not the giant Hendrix fan that maybe you are, but I'd like it.
Well, I just thought it's cool because it's the last stuff he recorded before he died. Like he did that in the summer of 1970, and he died in September, right? So
Wait, I thought he was supposed to be Morgan Freeman. It's one of those controversies. They said that Morgan Freeman is really Hendrix.
oh,
The minute he died, then he was on his first acting gig was on Sesame Street like a week later or something. And they say that Morgan.
fascinating. I never heard that before. That's interesting.
And they do these comparisons, half face, and it cracks me up when they do these things. Like Elvis never really died. He's some preacher down in Nashville,
That's
I like
true.
the ones that do the Paul is dead, and the proof they have is a photo of him from 1964, and they show you one from 2020. And it's like, see, he's different. He looks different. It's not Paul. It's a different guy.
I look different in
well,
1964 too.
Yeah, exactly.
I was only a year old. No, wait, 4 years old.
Gravity does that to you, right?
So, Robert P., what did you think of Ringo's new song? Or have you heard it?
Oh, I heard it. I heard it yesterday because I went on to buy the CD, and I liked it. It was nothing I'm going to put on every week. It was okay. It was better than the last couple he put out in general. But they had a special CD listed where if you went to this one place, and then you get an 11 by 11 poster with it for $10.99, whether you bought the CD or whether you bought the LP. But then they wanted $8.99 for postage, and I thought $10.99 for CD plus 2/3 for postage. I don't care if I get the poster or not. I'll pay $12 over at Amazon and be done with it.
I'm gonna buy the vinyl. I'll get a 12 by 12 poster, which is the album cover.
But they do. If you buy the album from them, you get an 11 by 11 poster inside the album.
Well, there you go.
But it's $28.99 plus $8.99 for shipping,
And it won't be folded either.
and it won't be folded like the CD. You are correct.
Suitable for framing.
But my personal viewpoint is, $4 to $5 to ship anything. You start pushing it to $9, I think you're starting to.
It's getting crazy, the shipping cost.
Yeah, but shipping is going up. Media rates probably $5.50 now for a solo album.
No,
Like
I
that
ship every week at least 5 items, and so I'm pretty much aware of where everything lies. It starts at $4.25 and goes all the way up to like $6.95 based on what part of the country. But when you're pushing $9 for one little CD, I think you're pushing too much.
But when you go to send something to Sweden,
Well,
holy
that's no
cow.
different. I did that once for my friend. Hope you enjoy him. I still have more jazz here I might send you, but I don't remember what it cost.
Oh,
It probably cost as much to ship it as the stuff was worth I was sending.
Let me first give a chance to at least listen to 25% of what you listened to.
Oh no, yeah, I sent you like 8 Mobleys or somebody. I got more over there that
I love Hank Mobley, but I need at least to have a little chance to listen to at least 25% of what you sent before. So I'm not drowning.
It was an experiment, just like when I sent stuff to Paul. But I evidently did something wrong last time.
Great
Paul?
experiment. Appreciate
I don't know
it.
Yeah, still paying off.
9 million things to listen to. The record fairs all over, so I haven't.
It's never happened before, and it won't happen again. I just don't know what I did wrong.
Probably some communist in our government.
yeah.
Well, I agree with that. It's because I've done it the same way, like 10. How many times I've shipped something? Probably 20 something times to you. Never had that happen.
It's just, I don't know. We'll call it an anomaly and leave it at that.
Well, I appreciate you, so even though we do miss you online.
Oh,
I'm here.
Well,
there he is.
Me. Not like a hologram, you know. This is real.
It's not like those avatars or anything like that. He's living, breathing, talking, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, scratching his nose and everything. Avatars don't do that.
Well, it's a good thing you can't, because my arms smell like grass. Like cutting grass.
Right, yeah, try not to sniff them. You'll get high.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of spring weather down here with the sun and warm and.
Yeah, it's like 76 today. I couldn't help myself. I said, I'm gonna go cut the grass, rake some leaves, clean up part of the garage, get ready to put my car in for the winter.
76. We got like 76 inches of rain up here. Holy cow! I was going to build an ark.
Yes, we've had that for.
Lord knows I have enough animals for it. So anyway.
Well, that's true. What, 3 cats, 3 dogs? I can't even remember anymore.
2 cats and 3 dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Humans are outnumbered 2.5 to 1 in my house.
Wow.
Just the food bill alone, I don't know how you handle it.
Which?
The food bill. You have to start feeding him some of your old records.
Yeah, I'm going through a dog of bag food, bag of dog food about every 10 days.
40-pound bag of dog food every 2 days.
Well, every 10 days. Yeah, it's not cheap. It's like $120 a bag too. So.
Well, maybe instead
Or you can have an animal.
Jorgen is an animal. Look at him.
I'm just asking. I don't know. Does he have a cat or anything?
No, I don't have any animal. It's too expensive
Okay.
for me. I'd like to have a cat, but it's too expensive.
No, just curious. I know Tim doesn't have one.
No.
Your mom have one?
My mom has a cat.
I figured.
The cat hated it. I don't like you. Why are you here?
No, it liked me by the time I left. It took 2 weeks before I left, it started liking me. But
Too late now. Too late. I mean,
Very territorial. They don't like to share their space.
Yeah.
This is true. Well, it seems like every animal I've ever had, for some reason, probably put on like 10 pounds after it knew me. Because I always eat, and I kind of I'm like this.
Here you go. Here you go.
I like spoiling them. My cat was 20 pounds when I had one.
A monster.
It's a cat and a half.
Yeah.
And the dog.
Maybe we should look and see what the album of the week. Look, it's the curtains. They're ready for rapture and for hanging in your window too. Yeah.
Cloth.
All the Dalmatians family.
Well, I've never seen a more aptly named group than that.
I think they were wearing them.
They were wearing the curtains. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. They were wearing their curtains. So that's
I think they got that from that Sound of Music where they sewed up the curtains and ran around singing.
Oh, really? Oh,
Do you remember that?
no.
Sound of Music.
seen the Sound of Music.
Oh boy, you're missing it. Come on over for Thanksgiving. We'll play the Sound of Music and eat turkey, and then watch football.
Oh, I didn't get to see the end of today's football. I presume the Lions won.
I didn't look either. I was
With 1 second left. They put up final, and then they put up flag. So it was like,
Unless, Doc, you'd know if they didn't win, because if somehow the Vikings won, they would have showed it like 30 times after it was over. If but they didn't, so they couldn't have won. Therefore,
Dusty Spins is out there. Hello.
Oh, Dusty won.
Oh,
Dusty one, and Dusty's Trail. Yeah. And Jeff is having connecting troubles. He's in the comment section though.
Hi, Jeff. I see him.
Yeah,
He has 5.
Maybe you're right. Correct, Jeff.
Yeah, it's a bit quieter here.
Needs
Streamer
a new browser.
Tim doesn't have any animals, just a snowman. Well, I guess
How
that's
about the earlier conversation, McCartney, the first one is my favorite McCartney album of all time. That's my opinion. I'm sticking with it.
I still like Venus and Mars.
I don't mind them. They're just, for some reason, I keep going back to that one all the time because it is raw and just beginnings, I guess. I always liked it.
I always find it hard to pick a favorite McCartney because it's sort of like so many different eras, and he was in a band and he wasn't. It's really hard. I always liked New. I thought New was a great album. I still like that album a lot.
Well, if I picked eras, I would say that you're probably correct. I mean, there's certain ones that I really took to, like McCartney too, though. I didn't get it, with all the electronic noise in there and stuff.
I couldn't stand that album. That was the one he did in 1980 or so.
Right. And then Press to Play, I found mixed. Press to Play, I found mixed.
How could you not like
He was coming off of Back to the Egg, which was
Back to the Egg is great.
My favorite. Back to the Egg. But then his band was splitting up, so he just goes and fools around with stuff in his living room. He didn't want to release it, but so many people kept saying, "Oh, is this your new album? Is this your new album?" So he's like, "Okay," and he put it out.
There's a few songs on it I do like. I'm not saying I don't like it completely, but yeah, some of the electronic stuff I found a little weird.
Yeah. I'm the one of the few who think that Press to Play is my favorite. Me and Paulina.
What's that? Terrible. How do you get grandkids? Like, are you trying to like?
I would assume that. I would assume it means that his daughter or has cats.
That's a lot of cats. To have a cat, then have kittens, and then grandkittens, like.
Well, yeah, I had 5 grand puppies and 1 grand pig. Means my children had all these puppies, and they would bring them over, huskies, and when there were all kinds of dogs. One time we had 10 dogs and a pig. Now they've all passed away except for 1 husky and 1 mixed. Only 2 left out of the 10.
How did the pig taste?
Well, I didn't have them at the time.
I was going to say the pig was delicious.
the pig went from Tennessee to a farm in Canada. That's what we do in America.
Oh, I probably ate it.
We always say we send our animals to a farm in Canada.
Yeah.
It costs too much to send to Sweden.
Well, I'm just saying. When they get to a certain age, some animals unfortunately have to be put down, and we just say, where'd you put? They went to a farm in Canada.
I'm not sure that a pig sending from USA would get over the port.
Probably not. Probably not.
He used to bug me because
if
he'd eat
you put
my
a little
toes.
passport in with it, I'm sure it'll be fine.
He used to nibble at my toes, sit there and try to eat food and be all down there trying to bite my toes and stuff. And he was quick. He was fat. He wasn't dumb. He was a smart pig.
Well, pigs are really smart, actually.
It was a bulldog. It was a bulldog, a pig, and a boxer all lived together. And the pig was smarter than all of them.
I always get evolutionists upset with me when they say we descended from apes, and I ask them a question. Well, if that's true, then how come genetically we have more in common with pigs than we do apes? They look at me and they get this angry look on their face and whatever.
On the other hand, we have a Swedish version of this reality series, Border Security, and I would love actually to have an episode where they have to take care of something coming in a box and inside of that. I'd love to see that episode.
Boy, oh boy, yes.
Similar, yes. Similar to the Green Acres pig.
I can never find bits when
His name was Charlie Bacon.
Charlie Bacon.
That was his name.
Was his favorite Beatle album the White Album? Just wondering.
No, I don't think so.
Have you seen the little piggies?
And it wasn't George Herron's Extra Texture because the outside felt like a basketball.
Tim wants to know was the pig like Arnold on Green Acres?
Yeah, he actually was kind of about that size.
On the TV and everything.
Hanging out, sits there on the watch. It was very an intelligent animal. It just that it kept every time I was there, it kept trying to eat my toes. I'm like, get out of here! Kept kicking it. And,
you must have very tasty toes.
Well, not hard. I mean, but he'd hang on like the other animal. As soon as I'm eating somewhere, there's an animal around me waiting for me to drop something.
Right. He's an easy target. Like he'll be the one that gives.
I figure follow the fat guy. He's gonna drop something sooner or later.
Well, keep your floor clean. Yeah. I'll say he preferred Pink Floyd's Animals.
Well, there you go.
And he probably listened to The Animals, his favorite band. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Eric Burden and all that. Yeah, whatever. I don't suppose he'd like some yop.
He would have. That's why they're called pigs. They would have eaten anything you dropped on the floor. Anything.
Maybe you could prefer Zooropa.
Zooropa.
Is this something new?
No, U2.
Oh, U2. That's like years ago.
Zoo, as in a zoo.
Yeah, I don't have any U2. Just the greatest hits.
Yes.
Is it time for one of these?
Oh yes, of course. Always. Yeah.
I'm late. There we go.
There we go. Yes.
Two of us got the same one up.
Oh, we do have one match. Yay.
That's a rarer one. That's a rarer one you got there, buddy.
Yeah, the bulletin board one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rare one.
I found it a bit a couple of months ago.
That
That's
is a rare
one, wasn't it? Wasn't that the last one they did? The bulletin board.
I think it is.
Crossword puzzle, wasn't it?
Oh, what? I thought bulletin board was last.
Well, it was one of those two. With
the crossword one, I actually miss.
Well, my dad used to say the pigs on his grandparents' farm bit worse than the dog.
I never got bit by him. He just nibbled. I think he was blind, to be honest with you.
Well, he just tasted something delicious. Pigs will and can eat everything except banana skins. The potassium. It's not good for them. Yeah, and look, George Burns is here to say it's a myth that human DNA is closer to pigs than apes. For all you geniuses out there.
Ooh, that's
George Burns has spoken.
Okay.
There's an expert.
I think you're wrong about that, Burns.
What?
Well, they use pig valves to repair hearts. They don't use ape valves. There's a reason for that.
I agree.
Pigs. Yes.
For years, insulin for diabetics like me was made out of pigs.
Oh,
I agree.
Not apes.
Where did Dusty Spins go?
Footballs are made out of pigs.
Yeah, pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Where would be without pigs? Plus bacon. That's
No bacon.
universal food right there. Bacon.
Bacon this morning. Yeah, but not that turkey bacon. Or
Well, we eat bacon around here, but I do enjoy bacon. But we eat bacon.
I suppose. Has anyone ever seen whatever happened to DC Toon Time? Where's DC Toon Time?
I have not heard from Daryl in a long time.
Where is he? I think he's defected to Grant's Rock warehouse.
So I wonder what happened to the ski lodge last week.
Steven's sister was in town.
Somebody was in town.
Was in town, and they did family stuff.
But I just didn't no notification, so I had to listen.
He said it at the end of the week before's episode,
which I missed because I was in flood somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
But he did say that there would be no ski lodge next week, and
I listened to both of them yesterday's and this coming week when I was reading a book.
Well, I asked where DC is because this week's commercial is very cartoony. Let's take a look.
Novo Peugeot 208. Dentro dele é outro mundo.
Peugeot.
I like the last
I love how the spice.
I love how the spice got the bomb, and then he's sitting in the back, looks like, what is this? Kaboom!
Well, I remember when that Wacky Racers came on. That was a big, that was a huge hit with kids.
Was that Monday
talking about that thing? I would have been in like grade 4 or something at the time. It was a massive hit. That thing, couldn't believe it.
I loved Wacky Races.
Yeah, everybody was into that thing.
So like when I saw that commercial and the first time they showed one of the cars, I went like, what? And then the other cars started showing, it's Wacky Races in live action, sort of. And I was like, oh, I love that. I thought that was one of the greatest commercials I'd ever seen.
So they did do a movie of it, right? Was there a live action?
Never seen it.
No, I thought they had, or maybe it was just they were talking about it and they never did it.
Robert S. is babysitting.
This Cannonball Run would be your.
Yeah, I guess. Rabbits and dogs and stuff. He's a busy guy these days.
Well, he has a new life going on.
Yeah. So,
where I live, they show the sequel or the spinoff way more than the Wacky Races, unfortunately, which was the Perils of Penelope Pit Stop.
Oh, yeah.
But then they had
that way more.
In the flying machines, stop the pigeon like it.
Yeah, there's that too. Wasn't there 3? Wasn't there 2 spinoffs that came from the Wacky Races?
Yeah, well, there were at least 2. There were the Penelope Pit Stop and the Dastardly and Muttley.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
Because I remember both of those more than I remember Wacky Races, actually.
I don't remember the spin-offs. I just remember the...
You don't remember Stop That Pigeon? Stop That Pigeon.
I do remember it, but I never watched it.
Yeah. There you go, Wacky Race.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I even bought the box set. Yes,
There's
I was, I was a big Wacky Races fan, so when I found that, I'm going like, oh wow, you know, especially with the two cavemen, you know, they debunk each other, they're whacking each other and stuff.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
So
was that the one? Was that the one with the dog that used to snicker? Or was
yeah, they showed it right at
He
the
was
end.
in the back seat of the car.
Was the dog's name Smedley or something like that?
Muttley.
Muttley, that was it. Muttley. Yeah.
Smedley is a Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah. Dastardly and Muttley. But now if it stop, vroom vroom, yeah, vroom vroom.
Dastardly Dick and his.
You know that cartoon comes directly from The Great Race, that movie from the 60s with Jack Lemmon in it.
Yes, we just got it this week, Tim. We just got it.
Was who else was Tony Curtis in that too?
Who? What?
The Great Race. Was Tony Curtis in that or not?
Jonathan.
Tony Curtis was the good guy. Jack Lemmon was Dick Dastardly, basically.
And wasn't Terry Thomas? I think he was in it too, wasn't he?
He was in everything.
Yeah, I think so. Natalie Wood was
she was in
become
it. Yeah, there was a lot of big names in that
basically.
Movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
I saw that recently when I was in mom jail. I saw that.
That was a fun movie.
You know, I was just thinking, it's like now that I've got Me TV Tunes, there was an episode of Top Cat on here, and they took a joke right from the Honeymooners.
No.
And more like Tim Allen will remember, but the joke about Peloponnese.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They copied it and used it on Top Cat.
They would copy it. Well, I mean, everybody knows the first season of Flintstones was based on.
Right. I mean, they stole a joke from the Honeymooners. That's what I'm basically saying here.
Is there nothing new on TV anymore?
They're rotters. They're just rotters. No justice.
Yeah, I haven't run into it because scheduling, whatever. But yeah, I do know Wacky Races is on Me TV too. But I get that.
Now, is this a pay for station or something? Me TV?
Oh no, it's finally on the air.
Okay.
50.7 came on this week.
I'll check it out with
it's only on cable where I live. If it's here, I don't know.
Oh my God, we got
everything's only on cable.
Hunter's here today, so I have to go at 5:30 and have dinner with him.
Ooh, is it not going to be pigs? Is it?
No.
Better hope not.
Probably homemade mac and cheese.
Well, think of it as kind of revenge.
With chicken fingers. He eats all he eats is chicken fingers.
You don't have any fingers.
I don't know where he gets them. I'm just telling that's all he eats. Some kind of product they sell at Aldi. It's called chicken fingers. They're like sticks of chicken slurry breaded.
It's like fish sticks, but with chicken instead.
Correct, with chicken slurry instead of fish slurry.
Yeah,
that's all.
It's when it's chicken feet, then you have to start to have.
Well, who knows what's in the slurry, man? It could be anything from chicken beaks to who knows what.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it says chicken, don't mean you know what part of the chicken's in there.
That's why chicken sandwich like great.
It's a slurry.
You know.
That's why we don't want to eat it, personally, me.
That's when you feed it to the pig under your feet. Here, have a chomp of this. There you go. Leave my toes alone.
Last night had a chili cook-off at our church, and I came in second.
Oh, congratulations.
Wasn't first, though.
Oh, but you came in second. That's pretty darn
I did
good.
come in second out of six.
Should have put some yop in it.
That's what I should have done.
Maybe some beer. You should have spiked it, Robert.
Well, I don't think they would have allowed me to do that, but yeah. I kept mine on more the mild side, though, too, so a lot of people had it really hot or really, whatever, and I kept mine towards the mild side. 6 bean chili with no meat. It turned out all right.
I think
there's only 6 beans in it?
6 different types of beans, yes.
Oh, okay. So that's a different meaning there altogether.
6 bean chili.
There's Yop in the UK, but it has a different logo.
Some yop in your yap.
And I think you should shake it first.
Okay.
It'll be a yop shake if you do that.
Well, yeah, but I mean the first one.
At the Yop. I sing the hop song, but at the Yop. Get it?
Yeah. At the Yop.
You can swing it, you can shake it, you can really swing it at the Yop. Yop.
Next time Schnee doesn't do a ski lodge, you should do a Doc's Yop Hop.
And we'll have someone do the theme song.
Or Doc's Sock Yop, whichever you prefer.
Sock Yop.
It's the sock yop.
If I knew how to broadcast the music properly, I probably would. But it doesn't work just playing it and hoping the microphone picks it up, because it didn't really work.
Well, I think a lot of computers and programs and stuff have limiters, and they make it sound like that. That's why I use that other laptop when I do it, because apparently it doesn't do it. That one doesn't do it for some reason, which is great. I can't use this to broadcast music. It won't work.
So like Grant can do it, and I guess what's his name now? Why plays the albums? Forget his name now. And Stephen Steve, they can play the music and it sounds fine. But I tried it and it didn't work. So hooey.
Well, you can, if you got it directly off your computer, I think you could do it. You could figure it out. But
is that no? That's not a meal replacement. It's drinkable yogurt by Yoplait.
I like that the logo that you have on that, because it looks more like a Swedish dishwashing liquid. Low budget dishwashing liquid.
Satisfy you and clean you from the inside out.
Actually, the blueberry isn't all that good. Maybe it is kind of like on the idea of palm olive or something. What
Same texture, eh?
And
Your hands are soaking in it.
Yeah. He's a happy man.
Yeah.
Look what I can do. Yeah.
He never had Yop.
We didn't have Yop back then, but all his theme parks are going up.
Assuming that was for 54. What would have been 54? Doc, you're the expert.
Oh, wait a minute. To get 4 Academy Awards?
4 Academy Awards in 54, it says.
54.
I was thinking 64 for maybe Mary Poppins. This says 54.
54.
I'm not an expert enough to tell you why he got them all. I haven't read the book.
When was Fantasia released?
No, that's 1940. Just 41 or 2.
Oh, I guess I'll have to read the small print.
I know that book like it's going to take a year to read. Like, oh my god!
Oh, come on! I'll read this book in less than a month.
Really? Whoa.
And the other books, yeah, because it's only 300 pages.
Oh.
What is he doing?
360 pages. I can do that. 10 to 30 pages a day. 10 days, I can have it done.
Wow. So Jorgen, have you got some Safari drinkable yogurt and sweet?
No, normally I don't drink yogurt, so I wouldn't know. But I checked it out, and it actually is a label called Safari. And I'm going to Google it so I can show it.
I did. Run to your supermarket, see if you can find some. Star Trekker watched a documentary on Howard Ashman. He was the lyricist who helped write the music for Little Mermaid and Little Shop of Horrors. Ooh. That's diverse. Yeah. The lap looks like Ensure. No, it's nothing like that. No, it's just.
I like Yoflay.
According to Wikipedia, in 1954, Walt Disney won Best Documentary for The Vanishing Prairie.
Ooh. Oh, so it wasn't necessarily one of his animated thingies.
Forcing
There was a cartoon short called Pig is Pigs. Pigs is Pigs. It was nominated, and another one, Siam, it was a short subject nominated. But that was 54. He won in '53. He won a couple of Oscars for things.
We get it. There's a
Safari
clown
yogurt.
on it. Is that a clown?
I hate the sound.
Yeah, my camera does the same thing. Oh, it's
Here,
a monkey.
there we go.
Okay,
It's,
there you
it's a
go.
monkey. It's a monkey.
It's a
Safari yogurt. This is strawberry taste.
George,
smack. Sounds delicious. Mm.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like good stuff. Yeah. But yeah, we got this Yop stuff. It's short for Yo Play, I guess. So it's got vitamins and all kinds of stuff that'll help your stomach. I guess.
I get a slight feeling that the Y and the O stands for yogurt.
Yeah, well, the company is Yo Play.
No, it just means yo, like rock yo.
Okay.
Yo, Adrian.
Yo.
Okay, so it's just another Yo flavor. Is that Canadian only then?
We don't know. Nobody seems to know what it's about. It's like a
It doesn't
Canada.
tell you where it's manufactured on the bag.
Is Yo Play Canadian?
I never thought. I thought Yo Play was everywhere.
France, they claim, but
I don't know. It's recyclable, whatever. Yeah.
my grandkids drink that Danimals by Yo Flavor yogurt. They're like little
Danon.
containers, Danimal or something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think Yo Play is a Canadian product.
Grab a bunch of and watch some wacky races while you're doing it.
Okay.
At least their website's a Canadian website. So.
Okay.
But is Yop part of that? Let me see if I can find Yop.
Yeah.
Yop is by Yo Play.
Okay, they're calling me. I have to go.
Oh.
Oh, they got a birthday cake Yop. You should try
Bye,
that.
Robert. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a
Enjoy
great
your dinner.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you enjoyed your last holiday too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Bang. He's gone. Ooh.
Doc, they got a birthday cake drinkable yogurt for Yop.
Ooh.
Birthday cake flavored.
Oh, I'm gonna have to buy that one. Ooh.
You got to rate me on this, Doc. Well, we've got 2 empty spaces left up here.
Oh.
How did I do?
Thank you, alternate. Yeah. Thank you.
Here's one that's dragon flavored. I wonder what that tastes like.
Yeah, I saw that one. I was afraid to buy it. So maybe
there's dragon fruit. It's probably dragon fruit.
Oh, dragon fruit. Oh, that's true. Yeah, never thought of that. Yeah.
I went with something a little safer, like blueberry.
It's made from 1% milk fat.
Oh, that's what I need. Yeah. I don't think so. That doesn't sound very good. I may not be able to fit in my new car if I get too much fatter. No.
You might have to trade it in on an SUV.
or something larger.
A tractor, maybe.
Jorgen, did you see that? I'm getting a new car in about 2 more days. Thank you.
Looks really nice.
Looks like a Batmobile. All right.
It does look pretty cool. I got to tell you, I must admit, it looks pretty cool.
Well, you know how many Hyundai Elantras there are out there, at least in Windsor even?
No.
Seems like hundreds. Hundreds.
I thought it more looked like that car that Automan has in the series Automan.
Put it up again.
That Automan series in the 80s, Automan.
Yeah, it's got some nice lines to it. That's not a bad looking car.
Yeah, it's basically a 4-door Mustang. You know, they take a regular.
You know, you're getting old when you buy a 4-door car, right?
Yeah, it's actually my first 4-door car.
Yeah, you're turning into your father.
I must be. My father never had a car like that. But no, it's like take your just a regular compact sedan, and they just made a sports car out of it. I went, wow, yeah. I says, I think I want one of those. So Yeah, I found one within a day of doing some actual going to the dealership. You know, I walked in and it says, "You got any Hyundai Elantra N's?" And the girl says, "What color do you want?" I says, "Black." "What transmission do you want?" "Automatic." One just came in this morning. What, should I bring it around? I went,
Has it got a sunroof or any
yes, yes. My
Nice.
very first sunroof. Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Air conditioning, I assume.
Yes. And free Sirius. Well, for the first 3 months or something.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, they all do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Doc, not to be a downer, but I got a question. If
Okay.
you knew you were getting a new car, why were you so worried about your brakes like 2 weeks ago on your old car?
Well, I had no idea how long it would take to find a new car. It would be like that morning or something like that. But it sounded terrible when I was driving it. Oh, so embarrassing.
You can't. You got to get the brakes fixed because they're not
Yeah,
safe.
it was not good. Oh,
You know, if you did. Oh my God!
oh my gosh! Look who's here!
I was just gonna say, if you'd
Oh
been
my
in the car,
gosh!
if you'd have been in a car accident with those,
God has arrived.
Good
to see you. Neil Brad there. Oh my God, I'm gonna meet Neil Brad.
Hello. Good to see everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you buying the new Ringo album, Beatle Brad?
Let me turn this up again. What? I'm sorry, Doc.
Are you going to buy the new Ringo album and single and whatever he puts out?
That's old news. I've already pre-ordered it.
Whoa!
I think the answer is yes.
Yeah, but also, which version are you talking about? There's 3 different ones already.
Here we go. Which one will you?
Brad's new video.
All of them.
Oh.
You get all of them.
Yeah, but it's Ringo, so they're only doing 75 of each, and crossing their fingers that they'll sell that many.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got more hope than my wife does. She's saying less than that, so you know.
Not on Amazon yet.
Oh, it should be.
I don't think it's available for pre-order.
What's the album called?
Oh, it's called Look Up.
Yeah, but what's it called?
Look up. Here comes Ringo.
Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, it's not currently unavailable, is what it says.
Not even
that's on Amazon Canada.
It's already on eBay. I mean, golly, come on, people.
Yeah, that's pre-order, right?
But are they trying to stoke you on eBay already for this thing?
Yeah.
$70.
So far they just had the regular vinyl and the CD on Amazon CA. I don't care. I'll get the album. I don't care about colors or anything like that. But
I gotta go. That's all the time I got.
well, I've got them, but just
If it doesn't come in colored vinyl, I don't want it. Take it away.
It's coming out in colored vinyl, and then there's another variation where it comes with a poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard about the poster. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been wanting
I'm
a
sorry,
Ringo.
but all vinyl is colored unless it's clear. Clear vinyl is not. They call clear vinyl colored vinyl, and that's not colored vinyl. That's clear vinyl. Black is a color. Clear is not a color.
No.
My wife said it'll be in the bargain bin in a year from now, though.
Ooh.
I was saying to the guys earlier, I like the song, the single that was released. I think it's great. It's what Ringo does best, honestly. At least that
stick with it.
point in his life.
Being country, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, just simple, down to earth music. That's what he does best.
So you guys ready for all the George Harrison stuff to come out?
No.
What's coming out?
I actually bought a couple of weeks ago. I bought some.
I only want the meditation versions.
Oh, gee.
Oh, the John Lennon. You talking about the John Lennon meditations?
Well, if anything, maybe the constipation versions might be even better. No, what's
I
coming
want-
out
I
for
want
George? What's the things for George coming out? I haven't heard.
Oh gosh.
Living in the material world.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we do. Yeah, I already knew about that one.
So
Yeah.
there's living in material world, but there's 5 different color variations,
Oh, well, yeah.
and there's also 3 different CD variations. There's 5 or 6 different coffee mugs coming out for it. There's bumper
How do you play those?
There's 11 T-shirts coming out on it, or no, 10 T-shirts coming out on it.
My turntable doesn't play coffee mugs.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, but
Mine doesn't play T-shirt.
It's way over the top. I mean, I'm just, oh my gosh, between that and the new Beatles stuff that's coming out, it's just.
Do we get any pieces of his old dead oak tree?
Not
No,
this time.
that's in the next box set. You get a squirrel with it too. Yeah, there's a squirrel comes with it.
You know,
too.
this is going to be mean, but I think the best thing they could do when they get to the extra texture album is include all of this bonus stuff out your yin yang, but don't put the album in. That would be the best.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That'd be the best for that one. Just leave the album out. We don't need that.
Definitely for extra texture, I agree with you.
And
I mean, you know, we got this Beatles box set that's coming out with all the Beatles, you know, the vinyl and all that kind of stuff. Do you see what's all coming with that? I mean, separately. You can't, you know, it's not all packaged. So for each and every one, you get multi-different colored T-shirts of each album. Like, you know, Beatles, Meet the Beatles, Beatles second album, or, you know, all that stuff. You got multi-different colors of the T-shirt. And they're also coming out with lunch boxes for each and every one of them. So
see that to me, that's what they did in 1964. But it's not. That's other companies going to Apple, going, can we license a T-shirt? We'll give you X amount of dollars. Why would Apple say no? Why would anybody say no?
Apple
You know. Yeah, go ahead. Give us some free money. Go ahead. Do what you want. You know,
Beatles story lunchbox, really? Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
And as for releasing that,
sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
I don't see how I'm gonna buy that.
So, can you get the?
I mean, each lunchbox. I think there's like 6 lunchboxes or 7, and each one's at $40 a piece.
I thought you could get Living in the Material World just on vinyl alone. Is it? I can't see it on Amazon, but
You can get it on vinyl, the black vinyl by itself. But it may have. Well,
it's not on Amazon.
Really?
Well, Amazon Canada. It's not. The only things they have here are the 2 CD set.
Gosh, Paul, you gotta get
and
those
the big deluxe set. That's all you can get here.
Hey, Brad, did you get the White Hard Days Night?
Oh, wait a minute! I tell a lie. If you go to here, it is. Okay, yeah. So you get the vinyl for $99.99.
Oh, it's a deal.
That's $100 Canadian. I don't know if I want that or not. Like, that's a lot of money.
Passport for Christmas.
The Hard Days Night white vinyl is a UK exclusive, and it's really, really expensive now already, and it's very hard to get.
So
they want it for the UK. They don't want. I mean, it's not that nobody will export it, but they don't want it exported.
So tune in to see if Beetle Brad gets it or not. It's very, very limited.
Eventually, he will. Eventually.
I've already got.
Mute George's vocals for Dark Horse. What?
Days Night. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
10. I've already got 11 Canadian pressings of A Hard Day's Night. Do I need any more?
Yes.
The thing about A Hard Day's Night is it's just going to be the 2009 digital remaster stereo version. That's what it is. So I don't. Okay, it's a white vinyl. So what? That's the only difference.
Oh, it's not the soundtrack. It's the original album.
Yeah, the original UK stereo album
But
from
it's
the
the
2009
stereo, which
digital
I'm kind
remaster.
of
That's
like, why
what
did
it.
they put
It's
the
not the
stereo?
mono. It's not. It's the stereo remaster.
I think it would have been better if it was the mono.
No, it's not the mono. It's stereo.
Yeah, I know it's not, but I wish they did.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been
No.
better.
Well, it's not. It sounds okay in stereo though, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, but the mono's been out of print since like 2014. You know, so people want the mono. So I, which is probably why they didn't do it. You know,
Well,
that's
I've got the UK version in my blue box. I've also got it when they issued the CDs. I've got the Canadian pressing, which
Chime in anytime, Morgan.
I don't think I need more of that. And I think I got an original UK pressing too of that. So I don't think I need that one.
Yeah, it's white vinyl.
And then the Meet the Beatles on blue vinyl. Have you seen that? It's like $120 on eBay now.
It's like,
man,
I think they're inflating the price. I don't think I'd be buying that.
Wow.
But see, this stuff is released, but to me, it's just like a reissue. Like, okay, Queen's back in print. You know, it's just like that for me. It's like just because something that used to happen all the time. You know, records would go out of print for a couple of years, they come back in print. Everybody didn't go nuts and have to buy the new version. I don't know why you do now. If you got it, you got it.
well, Tim, weren't you saying that it'd be a good idea if they just re-released the mono box set again? I think that would be a brilliant idea.
I don't think they ever will, but yeah.
Oh, they won't, but I think it'd be a great idea if they did. I wouldn't buy it because I already got it, but
yeah, I got it too, but I never play it because it's worth too much money now. I don't want to play records. I don't want to. Every time I put out a record, it's $200 going. I don't want to do that every time, you know. So I don't play it anymore. So I've been thinking of selling it for a while because it's why have it if I'm not going to play it? Why have it? You know.
It's been 60 years. How does this damage their legacy?
I've got a sealed copy of With the Beatles from 2009 or 14, I guess, 2014, sealed. That
wow.
It's not part of the box set. It's just an extra one I got.
Yeah,
I'll sell it for $1,000. Whoever wants it can have it.
It's not 1,000. You probably get a couple hundred for it though.
Oh, I know I could.
You know. That's like my box.
Maybe
set
I should unseal it.
I've never even opened the book to my mono box. My book is still sealed in my mono box. The thing is
really?
minty all around. So I could probably get around $2,000 for it.
I like the book. The book's great, actually. They did a
I'm sure
very
it
good
is.
job on the mono book.
I'm sure it is. I
both
never
boxes.
got around to opening it, and by the time I thought of it, the price was going up so much. I'm like, I'm just going to keep it sealed.
Just hoping for 49 cents. Like, nah,
Just put it back in one of those resealable things, and nobody will know any better. You know.
Yeah, one of the record stores I used to go to years ago, they got in trouble for doing that, for resealing used albums.
Well, you know, that's one of the biggest scams going, right? All these sealed. Oh, I got a sealed copy. How many times has that been sealed? You know?
Well,
it's funny though.
You can tell when I think, oh wow, this is sealed. If it's got a promo sticker on it, or even an old store price sticker on it, you know, it's probably an original seal.
Yeah.
But
one of the new items that's also coming out, I think Paul hasn't really told anybody, but there's a Abbey Road 10-speed bicycle coming out that he's getting.
What?
Yeah.
Well, Brad, have you heard about there's 5 CDs coming out in Canada, super CDs of it's Venus and Mars through Greatest Hits minus London Town, which I find weird because and Thrillington are all coming out on super audio.
I heard that bicycle is actually 33 and a third speed, but you know.
Very well done, lad. Yes, very well.
Well, I thought 45 would be a little unbelievable.
Bicycle could be used for only 600 and something. Very nice.
Everything's so expensive these days.
Oh man. Yeah, I've got a new video coming up about what's all coming out for before Christmas. Before Christmas.
What a coincidence, eh?
Hey, boy, it's good
What
times
a
now.
coincidence.
Yeah, good.
They never release stuff before Christmas.
I know. But you guys gotta watch the video, because the best thing is the women's underwear that they show.
Oh!
Abbey Road underwear.
Oh no!
For that special lady in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget to make a thumbnail like, really? Women's underwear?
Where does the road lead?
Yeah.
It's a long and winding road, I got to tell you.
Yep, exactly.
That's the only way to get your video watched, is you got to have a reaction to it. Like, oh my God! Ah!
I could title it, "Why Don't We Do It in the Road?"
It sounds like they're trying to do it to us on the road. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So watch Brad's video, get your pens and papers out and make a list.
Yeah.
Send it to Santa and see what you
Better
get.
go to the bank and withdraw now, because it's
We're overdrawn.
expensive.
Oh, I think I'll just save my money.
Mm.
Yeah.
That way I can buy more Jimi Hendrix box sets.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. And me, I can buy more cars. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Buy more Partridge Family albums.
That's wild.
Come on, Brad. Come on, Brad. There you go. Yes. Yeah.
All right.
We do have a match there. We do have a match. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding.
Yay.
Nice. There you go. See? Very good.
I got more mileage out of that album than anything. That's for sure.
And you thought you'd never have
Gonna wear out the cover just by showing it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, boy, I tell you, if my friend ever wants it back, he's in trouble.
I've been waiting 60 years to get that back. Still in the shrink rack, too.
Where did Robert go? Because I was getting ready to come on, and then next thing I know,
He was called away to dinner.
Oh, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's overrated.
He's a growing boy, you know.
That's overrated.
All right, come to dinner. Quit playing with those boys and let's go.
Yeah.
He had to go.
Put the gun down.
If only they had some yup nearby, it'd be all set.
Yeah, I saw that.
Blueberry.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're sitting here. I figured you'd be all lubricated with that by now. That's, you know.
We just learned it comes in dragon flavor. Ooh. I don't know. That doesn't sound so hot. But I know if Jeff Kendall was here, he'd say, "Come on, Doc, you haven't shown the death of the week yet."
I've been waiting for it.
Have you? Good, because here it comes. It's Mitzi Gaynor. She died at 93 years old. Oh, poor Mitzi
93.
Look, but Doc, what about Liam from One Direction? That's the big death of the week.
I didn't know which direction that came from.
Yeah.
So,
Who is this lady?
Yeah, I figured between the two, Mitzi Gaynor was a bigger name than that One Direction guy.
Man, who was she?
Oh, she was a fantastic actress back in what, 1940s, I think.
Yeah.
Showed up on a lot of game
James.
shows. She's on game shows too.
Jeff says yes.
Maybe. Yes.
Didn't she sing and dance too? I'm pretty sure she's a singer dancer.
Yeah.
Well, back then they were all multi-talented.
She was multi-talented.
Indeed. Yes.
Kind of like the dancing bear that was so excitingly done on Ed Sullivan. That's talent.
Ooh, I missed that one.
The bear was really exciting.
What as Merv Griffin used to say, she was also ever popular.
The ever popular.
The ever popular Kofi Fields.
Yes, was Gloria's older sister.
I swear, Murph used to bring on these women from his neighborhood and say they're ever popular.
Yeah.
Just like the neighbor's wife.
This is my housekeeper.
My ever popular, my housekeeper.
Yeah.
Bring on Hazel.
And here she is.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why I'm here, but
Get your butt out here.
she was in South Pacific. That fantastic.
She was in more places than that. She probably been in different places. You know.
Well, you know this show, because since we're all old, we only think of people who were back in the day. You know, like we don't care about the new crop of.
Yes, we have no recent memories at all.
Exactly. So, like, if I put up that Liam guy, there's nobody here who would know.
It was cheaper back then, though.
Yeah. So, like Mitzi Gaynor, not Mitzi Gaynor. Oh no.
We're so old. All our calendars still say 1979.
That's true. I've never flipped mine over. I'm still going by like anything back before.
I'm still using the calendar from the Live Peace in Toronto album.
Oh wow, there you go. And you're marking it off, you know.
Yeah. Big Van Dyke pushing 100. So is Jude.
I actually got lucky and got a copy of the calendar in it. I couldn't believe it. You can't
That's
find
good.
it.
Yeah, the calendar's probably worth more than the record.
Well, yeah, it's the only one I've ever seen used with the calendar in it. So I think, oh, I'll take that, even though it's only half an album.
Mm-hmm.
I can go get the calendar.
Like, hang on to your old albums because there's
pretty cheesy calendar too. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Looks like it was homemade.
Made by Yoko.
Yeah. So when you get something like the Beatles calendar from 1989.
Wow,
that's an old one.
You hang on. What do you mean? I've been using this for months.
Wow.
So, like, you just
I
don't
ordered my new one. I haven't ordered it
Well,
yet.
that's the thing about calendars. You only need 7. Because they just repeat after that. If you get a calendar from 7 consecutive years, that's all the calendars you'll ever need. They just repeat.
More than I thought it was like 15 different. Anyway.
Well, you got to have one for leap year.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you get one for. Well, no, you don't. You just have an extra day, and that's you skip a calendar year.
I thought it was a bigger gap than that. I don't think it's a lot more than 7 years where they start repeating. So it's a much bigger gap.
No, because there's only 7 days in the week, so you can only have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's based on the month, though, Tim. It's not the week. It's
Boy, you learn something all the time on this show.
If you just need to know what day it is and blah blah blah, then it's.
I'm gonna Google it, and then we'll all have knowledge. It'll be totally useless, but we'll know it.
As we have always wished for.
I'm so glad Paul's doing that.
Wait.
Hold on, boys and girls. Tim's got information for us, and Paul.
I don't.
Oh, you're not going to chime in? Oh, okay. I thought you were going to chime in.
It's a 28-year cycle.
28?
Yeah.
Sounds like my wife.
But 7 will do you. I don't care.
The solar cycle is 28-year cycle of the Julian calendar and a 400-year cycle of the Gregorian calendar. That's the one the Russians use. Yeah.
Is that
I would say calendar.
Julian Lennon calendar? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. He's checking it out. Hey, what?
Yeah, it'll take 28 years to see all. 14, but there are only 14 different calendars. Oh.
Wow.
Not sure what that means. Anyways, 28 years is the cycle.
That's enough time to enjoy a few yaps.
Yeah. Actually, I probably have enough Beatles calendars now. I get one every year. I've been doing it since the 90s. So. But, you got to get different new pictures every year because, after 28 years, you might still remember the pictures.
That's right. Yeah.
There's that dang picture again. I don't like that picture.
They used this back in '83. They can't use it in 2024. How dare they?
Man, we basically only have 2 more months of 2023-4 left. Ooh, then what do we do? Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I know. It's getting dark in here already. Already, I need my light on.
Oh yeah, that helped.
So people can see me. It's like,
Oh, they got all kinds of them up on Amazon now. For the Beatles calendars. Oh,
yeah, that's a bunch.
Scary.
I know it's coming up on midnight in Sweden. So,
In 5 minutes.
Do you know what 2025 is this year in China? You know, it's always the year of something in China. You know what it is this year? It's a very special one.
Is that?
Yeah.
The year of the monkeys.
It's the year of the henchie.
Oh, yeah.
It's the year of the henchie this year in China.
Gosh.
It's going to be a good year, yeah.
Okie dokie.
Wow, no wonder the ratings are going down.
I'll say.
How do you follow that?
I can't find it right now.
Wow.
Do we have any favorite albums from 1975?
I'm underwhelmed.
Oh, what Elton John would be 75? Would that be Caribou?
75? He hasn't got albums out that are that old.
Sure he does.
The first album he did was like 68. That's not 75 years ago.
Well, no, it's from 1975.
Oh, 1975. That'll be Captain Fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic album too.
That's a great album. That is a really good album.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh look, we got a question for Brad. Hey Brad, is it getting any better for hurricane victims down there?
Not by much.
Not by
much. No, I mean it's going to take years for that to clear up.
Favorite albums from 1975? I got to think about that.
Yeah, thanks for asking, but no, it's still bad. I mean, it's just
rivers are still rising. It said.
Huh?
It said on TV, rivers are still rising.
Oh yeah.
That was the last year Burton Cummings recorded an album with a Guess Who, was 1975.
Ah.
Studio album. That's Power in the Music. That was from 75.
Okay.
Best album.
PTO did Four Wheel Drive. That was from 75.
Mm-hmm.
Best album from 1975. Blood, Sweat and Tears. No City.
Yeah.
Stand Back was April Wine. I think that was 75.
New City.
The Who by Numbers was 75.
Yeah, good album.
Love Will Keep Us Together by Captain Antonio. Was
Make it go away.
And I'm sure the Partridge Family had an album or two in 1975.
No, they were done by then.
You remember then? No, come on.
I think their last album was 74. Greatest Hits might be 75.
No. What else do they have in 75? Boy,
we have Carole King, Really Rosie. We have David Bowie, Young Americans, 10cc original soundtrack, Chicago 8. We have Blood, Sweat and Tears, New City. A self-titled Fleetwood Mac.
Wow, look who just woke up.
I'm sitting here with I made a list by my personal favorite.
Wasn't Physical Graffiti, wasn't that 75?
Gosh, it's so.
Wish You Were Here was 75.
I was trying to think what Pink Floyd album was it? Like Animals?
No, it was Wish You Were Here.
Animals was 77, I think.
Yeah, Wish You Were Here was 75.
You're asking about what albums came out 50 years ago, and we're like, we're supposed to remember?
Venus and Mars, Extra Texture, Shaved Fish, and Blast from Your Past.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing by the Cow Sills.
I'm like Buddy, our dog. I'm just like ready for dinner.
Venus and Mars was 75.
Okay.
Was the Lamb Lights Down on Broadway 75? That could be 74. It's in there.
That was 74.
Okay.
Selling England by the Pound might have been.
Maybe the live album was 75.
Because I know Trick of the Tail was 76.
Yes.
Little Toys in the Attic, A Night at the Opera.
Did I show you guys this?
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh.
This is
Oh.
the Bargoon I forgot about.
Trick of the Tail. Now, is that a special edition? Because the cover's white.
It's Rhino. You know, one of these get your ear out things on Rhino. It's on yellow vinyl, and look at what it costs, brand new.
Wow. You know, that's a really fine album too.
And this sat in that bin for at least 2 months before I bought it. Finally, I'm like, okay, I'm buying
the
it.
cover's
Nobody
white.
else
It's
is
supposed to
going
be
to.
yellow.
$10. And nobody wanted it.
Good thing you changed the price sticker, though.
I didn't. I didn't.
I know.
I didn't.
Okay.
No, a couple weeks before
Used to be
that,
$100.
I bought a bunch of stuff for $10 a pop.
I still got my original
some
pressing
for
of that.
$5.
That's a really fine album. Great.
Amazing.
You can.
Yeah. I'm a little slow on the button.
What else was in 75? Boy, there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
Roberta Flack, Feel Like Making Love.
Oh.
Okay.
Rufus and Chaka Khan, Rufus.
Oof.
Orleans, Let There Be Music, great album. BT Express, Nonstop.
Oh, he's cheating. He's reading it offline. He's not using it.
No, I have
ABBA had an album in 75.
I have a list I made for best 70s album each year.
Wow.
So 75 was a good year for music.
One
One
of these nights, that was 75. Eagles. That was 75.
Okay.
And On the Border. I think they had two
The
that
Fleetwood
year.
Mac album, the first one was Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham. That was 75.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Fleetwood Mac's album.
I just had one of this.
I remember, I was buying albums like a drunken sailor back then.
Uh-oh.
So that would have been too early for Boston's first album.
Clapton, he did. I think,
76.
what was Clapton? I think EC was here. It was a live album.
I'm still on the drunken sailor part. I want to hear more about it.
Yeah. Boy. Yeah. What else?
Well,
Way back in
Queen, A Night at the Opera. Hello.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest album that year, just about.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 75. What did the Kinks do that year? I can't remember.
They were too busy fighting.
Either Schoolboys in Disgrace or Soap Opera. Nothing. One of those or the other. I forget which.
I think I liked
Schoolboys.
Schoolboys in Disgrace. I really like that album. That's good.
That's okay.
I think,
It's not.
wasn't there something by Moody Blues in 75?
Golden Earring did Switch. That was 75.
Octave may have been 75 or the live
No,
album.
Octave was 78. That was the Moody. That was 78. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first colored vinyl I bought was Octave.
Wow.
I was
Steve
75.
Miller, Fly Like an Eagle. That was 75. That was a huge album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fly Like a Bee.
Bob Seger wasn't one of his albums.
Night
75.
Moves.
Night Moves.
Night
was
Moves.
75. He was big back then.
Neil Young must have had something out in 75.
Oh, he had Zuma.
Zuma.
Zuma and Tonight's the Night were both 75.
I thought Tonight's Tonight. I was going to say Tonight's Tonight, but I don't
Well, it was
know.
recorded in 73, but it was
Glad this
released in
wasn't a game
75.
show. I would have lost.
But Zuma was 75. Yeah, there's a lot of good tunes out that year.
I'm trying to think, what did ELO have in the 75? He must
Oh,
have,
they would have had
would that have been like Face the Music?
El Dorado, maybe? Or was that?
Yeah, no, El Dorado. Because Evil Woman and Strange Magic were 75.
Yeah, well, that's not on El Dorado, though. I think that's
Okay,
Face,
then what's Face the Music then? Is that the one?
Maybe
that's, what,
Face the Music, yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
on my
okay.
yellow, sorry.
Okay, but yeah, those were both 75.
I think El
I'm
Dorado
a
was
single
75.
guy. I got to go with the hit, and then I go and look at the album.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This would be hard for Paul because Paul probably won't get this one. But what did the Stones have out in '74?
That would have been
Time's up.
well, nothing. No studio album.
No.
Yeah,
I was trying to think if there's any Stones things at all.
Well, they did. It's Only Rock and Roll '74, and Black and Blue was '76.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
did Made in the Shade come out in '75? Maybe.
Well, that was a greatest hits album, but
yeah, I know, but it's
or something.
It could have been, but they were touring in '75, and then Mick Taylor left, so they brought Ronnie Wood in.
ABBA was mentioned. For those who wants to know, ABBA was mentioned, and they released a self-titled 1975, the one with Mamma Mia and SOS, and so.
Okay, I knew they had an album. I just didn't know what it was called.
Yeah.
How about Elvis?
Yeah, the Stones didn't do a '75 studio album. There wasn't one.
How about Elvis?
Yeah, what did Elvis
probably had two. Elvis was.
Well, when did Moody Blue come out?
'77.
'77.
No, War Down. Way Down come out '77.
Yeah.
That was a loaded question.
I don't know Elvis's '70s albums. There's too many, and none of them stand out.
I'm trying to think. Maybe
he wasn't even recording albums at that point. He was just recording tracks, and then they were making albums out of the tracks.
I'm trying to think. For the Good Times, that might have been.
Way Down is from the album Moody Blue, so it came out in '77.
Yeah.
I give up.
Yeah, it is. Same thing,
Yeah.
So it was '75.
'77.
For the Good Times,
77.
maybe, was Elvis.
Yeah,
because I remember that came out the same year he died, right? That was.
Yeah. So both those, Way Down and Moody Blue, both 77.
I don't know. You're forgetting one of the biggest albums that came out in 19. The Curtains were coming out in '75. So they all went to the same tailor.
That's a cool cover.
But a bunch of artists did skip '75. Billy Joel didn't have an album in '75.
No.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask if Billy Joel had.
No, 74 and then '76.
Well, that was a good question. We got like 20 minutes out of that one.
Thank you.
Paul is still looking, everybody, so stay tuned.
I am. I got records all over the place. What's up there?
If you who lives at a record store. Yes.
By mentioning Elvis, we have stumped the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to go through tonight. I'm going to be spending looking for it.
Oh, Morgan just had a brain flash. What could it be?
Oh, here we go.
ZZ Top probably had
the best. I changed my mind. My favorite album '75. Now when I recognized it.
They were good. Those guys were good.
This is 1975's best album. I changed my mind.
Not really into them, but they were good.
Wow.
I enjoyed their stuff.
Yeah, well, if you're going, I guarantee Barry White had an album in '75. I couldn't tell you what it was, but I guarantee he did.
Let's get it on, baby.
I must add it to my list of best albums.
'75.
Yeah.
Billy Preston have anything in '75?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think. Billy Preston.
Nothing that was. He didn't have any hits in '75. He was.
Yeah.
Well, you know what we could do is we could go to the CKLW music charts.
Cheating. That's cheating. We got to go by our pea-brain memories. That's it.
Well,
Paul is still in.
I'm just trying to think of stuff you guys would maybe know.
Yeah. By the way, Brad, Peter Boothroyd says hi.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I gotta look at my CDs too. I'm just ignoring them, but I should look at those.
What about Parliament? Nobody cares about Parliament.
Toys in the Attic by Aerosmith. That was '75, right?
Yeah, somebody mentioned that. I saw that go by somewhere.
REO?
Please, no.
Speedwagon, probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think it's Manfred Mann probably had an album in 70.
Oh, the Earth Band.
Roaring
Yeah,
Silence
they
in
did.
76, but they probably had one the year before.
That was, I think it was Solar Fire was the album.
Okay.
Before that. Either that or Lovebirds and Nightingales.
I got a reaction out of Doc about
No, it wasn't Solar
REO.
Fire. Solar Fire was 73, I think.
Gosh.
I think I got a better reaction from Doc about REO.
and I could be branded a you know, like I forgot the name. I got REO Speedwagon up there someplace.
Back in the day when REO was big, I played basketball with REO.
Get out.
Yeah.
Come on, Brad. We're REO Speedwagon. Come join our basketball team.
Yeah, no, it was REO against the radio station that my brother was working with at the time, and so they played basketball. I mean, I still have the one of the guys gave me a guitar pick. I still have.
Whoa. Did you elbow Kevin Cronin?
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got?
Wow, here we go. Paul's got it.
Nightingales and Bombers. That was the one before the Roaring Silence.
Wow.
Okay.
I've never seen that before.
Okay, now return it back to your neighbors.
You know, I have, but it took
Wow.
50 years to. Ugh. Oh, hang on,
and in the same token, Yes probably had an album in 75.
What's
Once
neat
again, I
about
couldn't
this
tell you
is
what it
remember-
was, but they
This
probably
is
did.
they did the first version of Spirit in the Night on this. You remember they also did it on the Roaring Silence, but they did the first version of it on this album.
Wow.
That's a Springsteen song.
Roaring Silence, I don't think it was even on the first issue. I think it was on the
The second issue. Yeah, you're right.
The second issue. Yeah, it wasn't even on the first issue, I think.
Yeah, it was on the issue.
God, can I say that I know, so does Paul, and probably so do all of us, know too much about this stuff.
Scary, isn't it? Yeah, Spirit of the Night was on that version, not. Yeah, it wasn't on this one. It was on this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say when they changed the cover blue.
Changed Spirit in the Night and Blinded by the Light.
That's why I didn't buy it.
Springsteen songs, both of them.
We're getting an earful now.
They did Spirit of the Night on this album, a different version, different recording. Chris Thompson wasn't part of the band here. He joined the band on the Roaring Silence, the vocalist.
Yeah.
When Chris Thompson came into the band. So they re-recorded it. Before him, who was doing the vocals here? Oh, my memory. See, I don't remember everything, just some things. Mick Rogers did the vocals. Or Chris Thompson joined the band.
Or Chris Christopherson.
He was the guitarist and a vocalist, and then Chris Thompson joined the band. And he took over the vocals. I love Chris Thompson's voice. He was a great vocalist. One of my favorite vocalists.
He had one solo hit. It was the theme from The Champ. If you remember that song? If you remember me,
don't remember it.
When you it was a theme from The Champ, and it was a big hit. And it was a solo hit.
This album, it was all over. Everybody had this album.
Yeah,
it was all. You still hear what's the song? "Blinded by the Light." You still hear it on the radio.
Yeah,
like
but it's
never fantastic song.
That used to be the big joke, though. How did they take Springsteen's "Blinded by the Light," get rid of half of the lyrics, and double the length of the song? How did they
make it sound better? It's a better song. I know they did a better job on it than he did.
I still don't like Manfred Mann.
I got all their albums. I love them. I think they're fantastic.
I love their 60s stuff more than that stuff.
Oh, I love the 70s stuff, the Earth Band. I love it.
Cool.
In Chapter 3, have you ever heard that stuff? Man for Man's Chapter 3? It's sort of jazz prog stuff.
Yeah, not my thing. Really? Not my thing. I have a greatest hits that has some Chapter 3 stuff on it. But
okay. I love the Earth Band. I had collected all their albums. They're
I mean,
fantastic.
I like early band for band, but when they were a blues band, basically.
Yeah.
They were an R&B blues band.
Yeah, that's true. They were.
I mean, their version of I Got My Mojo Working, I like better than Muddy Waters' version, and that's rare for me. I generally like the original blues guys, but man for man, nailed it.
See, AC/DC's High Voltage was from 75.
No.
And didn't Bobby Vinton have an album out by then?
But I don't think High Voltage came out in America in 75. I don't think it came out till later.
So initially released.
Brimsley Shorts had an album in 75. I had to get that in there. I forget what it's called.
Lately.
I forget what it's called, but yeah, their last album was in 75.
Or Donny Osmond back in 72, maybe. I forget. It's too long ago.
Yeah, really.
Making us work our brain matter like
I know.
1975. Jeez.
75.
Like what came out 50 years ago? Oh my God. Jeez.
Cold on the Shoulder by Gordon Lightfoot.
Wow.
Wow. Well, that was nice of your neighbor to let you borrow that album. That was pretty quick, Paul.
I have my team working on it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I can tell. Quick, go next door.
18.
Frankie Valli turned 40.
I had my first. I got my first job that summer. I think every dime I made, I spent on records.
Yes, Frankie Valli is still touring.
16 in the summer of 75. That's when I got my first job. So
yeah,
a lot of records that year.
I think all of his first jobs, we all were buying vinyl. That's for sure.
Well, I was buying 45s, but he's still buying records.
Oh yeah,
vinyl like crazy.
Well, I could only afford 77 cents at the time, so for a whole album is like hardly. But like I'm sure I bought something back then. I probably bought something by Three Dog Night.
Oh wow!
We had this local hole in the wall record store that had like all the early McCartney singles, and I would go in and buy a couple at a time.
Oh wow! Really?
They had a picture sleeve. It had it in the picture sleeve, and I'm talking, this is 8 years after they came out and stuff. But I got so much stuff there. Give Arlen back to the Irish. I was like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm not buying that.
No, I love that. I have that. He didn't have that though. I found that in an RBI when I moved to Buffalo. RBI Records. It was $2.99, which was a lot for a single then. But I had the picture sleeve, and so I bought it.
I had the picture sleeve to that too. Once upon a time.
Paul is still searching everybody.
Oh, Bad Company. Isn't that a little early?
Yeah.
That'd be more like 70.
75, Straight Shooter.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Brad Company.
Brad Company, yeah. This is a great album.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a good run of 4 albums and then went poof.
And then what?
They went poof.
Yeah, that's the word I was waiting for.
Poof. Yeah.
Poof.
Yeah. I was -5.
I feel like Making Love was the big song on this one.
Dwight Twillie's biggest album was 75. The one with I'm on Fire on it was 75. Sincerely, is that the name of it?
I don't think that was a seller.
The clock is 22 midnight here, so I'm going to sign off.
Yeah, it's getting late for you.
Jorgen's going to bed.
Yep.
Good to see you.
The same, likewise.
Thanks for coming.
Have a good week.
The same. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
Oh, there you go. Up. Jorgen has Yeah.
And then there's Paul.
You never asked Jorgen about if he got any bargoons, Doc.
Oh, yes. That's true.
We didn't give him a chance to do much of anything.
No.
You bullies.
I know.
You bullies.
Oh, what's that? Oh, Harry Chapin.
Don't know that album.
I don't know. Either.
1975.
Portrait Gallery.
Oh, I just got one. The Bee Gees main course.
Ah,
Yeah.
Biggie.
Right,
I thought
that was
Biggie.
75, yeah.
That'd be a big.
It was a big album.
75.
That doesn't count. I said that for Paul. That doesn't count.
Get that out of here. We know Bee Gees on this channel. Get out of here. That's David Gilmour. There's none of that.
The greatest hits is of 45.
Oh, speaking of that, wasn't David Gilmour's first solo album 75?
It could have been, yeah.
Speaking of that,
That was later. Oh, it could have been.
I think it's 75, his first one.
I will look since I'm in the G's here, so let me look.
You're in the G.
I could be wrong, but I'm
Don't have
thinking
everything separated by year.
Tim, you're never wrong.
Oh, yes, I am.
It's a yearly thing, only once a year.
I was trying to remember back to 1975.
I had to go to my CDs for that one because I guess I don't have the vinyl anymore.
Uh-oh.
You used to have the vinyl for those. Oh, well.
I think even Rush had something in 1975. Gosh.
Oh, the Doobie Brothers take Stampede.
Oh,
That was 75.
Neil Sedaka's comeback was 74.
Oh, gotta go.
Oh, no. Just when your biggest fan showed up.
Yeah, really.
Beatle Brad, we love your monkeys videos.
Oh, actually, I got a Monkeys video coming up this week.
Aha!
Yeah, special
Hey, don't
request
forget to
Monkeys
watch. We
video.
got one coming up. Yes.
Brand new monkey stuff that Beetle Brad just got, too.
No, that was 78 for Gilmore.
Oh, was it? Why
Yeah.
was I thinking it's so
Are you
early?
thinking of this
I don't
one?
know.
This is the one you're thinking of, right?
Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking
78.
that was so early.
78.
Okay.
Did that after Animals.
Mata Hoople Drive On was 75. Nobody cared about Mata Hoople.
Yeah, that was after Ian. That was after Ian Hunter left, I think, and nobody cared anymore.
Nobody cared.
Well, I'm going to go to dinner because dinner is done. And
But
waiting on
but
me.
but speaking of Mata Hoople, David Bowie, Young Americans was 75. I don't know if anybody said that, but
Brad, did you say you had to leave?
Yeah, I'm going to go because I got dinner waiting on me. So
Well, you can wait on dinner.
they they only slide the dinner under the cell bars after a certain hour. So.
Brad, before you go, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Do you keep your sandwich slices in your Brad box?
I got nothing now.
That was a pretty Brad joke.
It was. Wow, really. Oh,
Well,
man.
I've got a very Brad sense of humor. Very Brad.
It's like that Michael Jackson album, Brad.
Brad to the bone.
I don't even want to get involved.
Oh my gosh, yeah, really. Now I'm glad I'm going. So.
Oh no. Well, thank you for coming, Brad.
Yes,
Hope
good
to
to
see
see
you
you.
again very soon. Got a Monkeys record, video coming out. So
Yeah, I got
watch
that
out for
coming
that.
out. And what's coming out also is as Paul does that. Yeah, all the junk that's coming out for this year.
I've got to get a handle on all that junk. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll tell
All
you
right.
it's the best junk to get.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, Brad. Pooh, gone. Ah, hang on. Oh, yeah, Kiss Alive was from 75.
It'll Shine When It Shines by Ozark Mountain Daredevils. That was 75.
Yeah. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, great album.
Deep Pearl, Come Taste the Band. Nobody cared.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. That 70s period, particularly the first half. A lot of stuff.
After Machine Head, everything just headed south. Wow.
Yeah.
Bye, Brad. Bye, Brad. Brad is leaving. So sorry to see Brad go. That's too bad. Oh well. But I guess when you're here long enough, then you just have to.
All right, get up! Yeah!
And they're gone too.
Better late than never.
I think I just have another sip of yak here. Well, nothing going on.
You know who should be here? Jeff Kendall should be here.
I know.
Yeah, we need that symmetry. We lack symmetry. I'm lonely down here in the bottom.
This coming January.
You're 70 in January?
Yep.
No way.
Way.
Wow.
I know. That's why I'm buying a car to make me feel young again. Yes.
You don't.
Yes.
You're not like most 70-year-olds.
Well, Doc, isn't there a rule when you're 70 you've got to buy one of those? I forget who makes them. Is it Toyota? Those cube things.
Oh.
A rule when you're 70 you've got to drive one of those cube things.
Yeah. What do they call it? Is that the Kia Soul or?
You know, on your 70th
No,
birthday.
the one that's an actual cube. I forget. It's called the Cube. I forget who makes it. Is it Toyota? Is it Volkswagen? Is it? I forget who makes it.
On your 70th birthday, you got to do a video of yourself jumping up in the air saying, "I feel great."
No, I'm saving that for when I turn 80. when you turn 80,
I'm in my 80s and I feel great.
No, I just feel that the car will be enough to make me feel young again. Yeah. So I actually comes with a back seat. Unbelievable. I've never had a back seat before. Oh.
Wow.
Well, you know what they're used for, so just be careful. You don't want to be a daddy at 70.
Yeah, it comes with a sunroof. I've never had a sunroof before. 4 doors.
Sunroofs are nice. When we bought our most recent vehicle, my wife got it and it saw the sunroof and says, "I want this."
So I've had T-bar roofs before.
No, I've got that in my Corvette.
Yeah, how many did I have? 86.
You don't see them anymore, you know. They don't make T-bars anymore.
I guess I had 2 of them. 86.
I had a sunroof that didn't open once. That's the only one I've ever had.
They can leak, but so far we've been lucky. It's a 2016, so
they come with them as like standard thing. So like, there's nothing you can do. I get a sunroof. All right.
We don't honestly. I don't have ours open that much, but it's nice just to let the light in. That's the big thing.
And all the lights in the thing are LED.
Yeah.
So like this is LED. This is LED.
Oh yeah, it's all good.
In the thing. I guess that's a good thing now. No CD player. What am I gonna do without a CD player?
Oh, you still got your thumbnail, right? Your
Oh yeah, I'll do my thumbnail. See, Jeff's MG was a convertible.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my first sunroof, my first 4-door car. I just said,
hopefully you'll have it Tuesday, and you don't have to wait for it to arrive. Well, how come? What are they just servicing it, or what are they doing? How come it's taking so long?
They prepare it, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
You know, shine it up and make sure everything's. Because I thought I'd have it for the weekend, but being that I bought it.
Part of it too. Part of it too is they want it on the lot to show other people to sell more of them.
Maybe.
That's part of it too, because if they just got it in, they wouldn't have had a chance to show it off yet, right? So.
Yeah, but then when I pick it up, it's got 300 kilometers on it already.
Yeah, well, there's people out there right now driving around in your car.
I know. It could be being used as a demonstrator. That's geez, you know, look, where's this thing been in the last 2 days? So.
It's done 8 trips running guns to Detroit.
I got to do a video about the new cars. Yeah,
you're already in the RCMP database, and you haven't even driven the thing yet.
This is video. This is the video. If the new car is there, it is.
You did take it for a test drive, though, right?
Yes. We drove around one big block, I guess. You know, of course, you know, you go to sit in it, and the seat's all like this, and so like, yeah, I really like this car. You know, like I could be here and could, you know, like, it's wasn't set up right, so it's like driving an alien car.
Yeah,
it drove like a car. Well, it's a car. It didn't do anything special or like, you know, did something like, oh wow, that's. But I know it's got all kinds of features on it. Like I've been watching the videos on it, and if you put it in a special mode, the dashboard just basically explodes. Wow.
Well, you know, every car is different. It's like culture shock. When I moved out to BC, I left my Corvette back in Ontario, and it was there for like 6 years before I got it out here. And I'd been driving my SUV, so when I got in the Corvette, it's sort of like culture shock. You know, it's a totally different thing. It was like I had to learn how to drive again.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'll be doing donuts in the parking lot.
I don't know. You might.
Well, I don't know.
It's got one of those airfoils on the back, man. You got to make use of that.
I know. Even my Mustang just had this little beat on the back of the trunk. That's the spoiler. I'm like, but no, it's not. That's just a little lip. Yeah, this one's got a real actual spoiler on the back. No, it looks hot. It's real hot.
No, it looks good. Looks good.
Mm-hmm. I know. Look at that thing. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a Batmobile.
It's a nice looking vehicle.
That's a Batmobile.
Is it a 4-cylinder or 6?
4-cylinder turbo.
Well, that'll be enough. It's probably not a heavy car, so that'll be enough.
Front wheel drive too. That's another first.
Oh yeah, they all are now. Yeah.
So should be okay in the snow a little bit.
Trying to find a rear wheel.
Yeah. Well, your Mustang, was it rear wheel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be different in snow. You want to get adjust to that.
But the Mustang never got stuck. Like when I put it in D, it went. Now, if you go back a few years when I had Transams and there was snow, even like that much snow, that all you needed was like a skiff of snow. You put it in D.
Well, it's because they had too much torque. That's why they were torqued up. Transams had a lot of torque in them.
Yeah,
so.
they went nowhere in snow.
No, and the tires would affect that as well.
No, yeah, but I even put snow tires on it and put weights in it and all that kind of crap.
Yeah, it's the torque. You can't really do much about it.
And then I got a Mustang and went, oh, geez, this drives out of snow. Weird.
With stuff like that, you almost have to put it in low too and just let it idle out until you get going. You know, that's.
Yeah, so this is front wheel drive, so it should be.
Yeah, you'll notice the difference. So it'll turn the corner. It'll feel heavy turning the corners until you get used to it, because now you're pulling around the corner. You're not pushing. You're pulling yourself around the corner now. So it is a different feeling.
It's also my first alien car.
Okay.
I've never had a car from another country before.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, I hate to say, but from my experience, it's better. I wish we could make things in America. Well, I have a Toyota, and Toyotas are made in America, but they're still considered foreign cars. And Toyotas, I would never go back to like a GM or a Ford. No,
I never thought I'd buy a Hyundai, but here we are. Come Tuesday. Yeah. All it's missing is having a flame come out of the rear end. Yeah.
Well, you can always get yourself a paint can and stick it on there.
Yeah, well, that's true. You know, I think there is a lever for bat turn somewhere.
Yeah, bat parachutes and bat
all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, it's
little red phone.
a little red phone, and all that kind of stuff. You can program your cell phone to like start it.
Batteries are turbines to speed.
Mm-hmm. Roger, ready to move out. Mm-hmm. And we just like that too. Yeah. Hope it comes with rocket launchers. That's what I really
remember the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton?
Mm-hmm.
I was in university then, and we went out. Me and a buddy went out to watch that, and I had my Corvette. So you got all those scenes with it whipping around in the Batmobile. So after the movie, we were doing the same stuff in my Corvette.
Here we go. We're gonna go play Batman. Yes.
Yeah, let's be Batman now.
Yeah.
We were whipping around.
Did it have a grappling?
That was the Corvette. That car, it was based on a Corvette chassis.
Yeah. Did it have a grappling hook that came out so you could make the corner?
No, I didn't need that shit. I just drove it.
The car didn't need that.
That stuff's for
You didn't take out your shields.
No, it's more fun to go around the corner sideways and use one of those things.
No, they call that drifting. Isn't that what they call drifting these days?
Drifting, yeah.
Yeah, when they got this stupid commercial with a Hummer, turn on crab walk, and the tires so the thing goes basically sideways.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had my Corvette out once. It was a rainy night. I deliberately, where I lived, there was literally a road had a 90-degree turn in it. So I deliberately put it in the side just to see what it would do. And it actually performed really well. Like it just went around. It was you'd think I'd done it 100 times, It just went around the corner sideways and just kept going. It was beautiful.
You go into a tree or something.
Yeah, well, those cars are kind of built for it, They just kind
of on the other side. It just kind of avoided it a little.
I just thought, let's see what I can do with this thing, I made sure there weren't any cops around first, and then.
You were young and foolish.
Yeah. Now I'm not so young.
Well, I don't intend to be foolish in this car, even though everybody's buying it.
I took it out once to see what it would do, and I got it up to 120 miles an hour. And then I got thinking, if I blow a tire right now, I'm dead.
Basically, yeah.
So I just took my foot off the gas and just let it come down.
Well, I'm supposed to get 30 kilometers to the gallon on this thing or something. So.
Oh, you should, yeah, with the turbo and the 4-cylinder, you should.
286 horsepower.
I'll tell you what you do. You test it. Take a road trip to BC and see what you get.
Yeah, see if somebody can change my brakes.
And bring my cookie jar when you come.
No cookie jar for you.
I worked that one in too.
How about a consolation prize?
Consolation.
Consolation. The Looney Tunes Happy Birthday Bugs tin thing.
Yeah, I could put dog treats in that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the cookie jar. It's got all the characters on the sides. So like, there you go. You can have a happy birthday, Bugs.
Put that in your will, and then that's a step forward. I'm looking at it that way. It's a step forward.
Got that. Okay.
We'll have to do this incrementally.
I suppose next you'll want the cartoon collection I've amassed in the last month.
No. I just need something to go with my mugs.
I got another cartoon last night. I didn't realize I didn't have. I didn't have Dangerous Dan McFoo.
Don't know that.
Oh my gosh, I don't have, from 1939, I believe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was one of Tex Avery's last cartoons at Warner Brothers. Well, I don't have that one. Well, I gotta have that one. So and it's very Tex Avery. Very Tex Avery.
There you go.
Yeah. So like I don't know how I missed that one. Geez.
It's just not,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Now I got Me TV tunes on the thing. So like, no, Casper, no.
So we had an election here yesterday, went on all week, but yeah. So we still don't know who our government is because they're almost tied, and neither one of the two parties has enough seats to form a majority. So
they're still fighting.
It's like, okay, whatever. Maybe the best solution is to have no government. No government. Maybe we should try that. See how
govern ourselves.
Yeah, just try no government. Let's just stick with the laws we got right now. See what happens. That might be the best plan.
Well,
anyway,
whatever works, I guess. I see there's a comment. Oh,
they'll get it worked out. They're gonna have to do some recounts. Like apparently, if it's less than 100 votes, they do an automatic recount or something like that. So a couple of the ridings there were less than 100 votes different. So
no, I'll probably call it Batmobile. So
Sketty.
Because it looks like a freaking Batmobile, which I don't mind.
I think it looks more like a Green Hornet car myself.
Well, it's got that red on black thing.
Yeah, the Green Hornet car was like a Lincoln Continental or something.
Oh yeah, but so was the Batmobile. I mean, it's like it's this one.
Yeah.
Maybe it is more like Knight Rider. Maybe call yourself, change your name to Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Dockelhoff.
Docmobile.
Dockelhoff.
Boo-boo can be wrong.
Boo-boo.
Kid from right. It just looks cool. It's got that slopey front end on it that looks like it doesn't have like pop-up headlights or nothing. Headlights are underneath. You don't
all got those little slit headlights now.
Yeah, so like it's got a very aerodynamic look to it.
Yeah, no, it's a nice looking car.
I thought
it's got some nice lines to it.
Top of the line, too.
Yeah.
Top of and it's priced that way too. Yeah. So like, and here's the price. Whoa! Give me the pen anyway. So.
Well, it'll probably be the last car you buy, right? So you might as well.
Well, thanks a lot.
Well, I'm just saying, you'll get 10 years out of it. You're gonna buy a car when you're 80? Probably not.
What's he doing driving that thing?
If he's in his 80s and still feeling great, why not?
Great. If he can jump up in the air and say, "I feel great."
I'm quite over 72, and I feel great.
Wow. Look at the distance he gets. Like, wow.
Hey, he's not getting that distance when he was 80.
That's more distance than he got when he was 80. So, like,
yeah. See what happens?
Yeah, after 8 years, you lose about 4 inches or so. So you never know what can be find or what you could get when you know. Don't get old, kids. Don't get old.
Yeah.
What can we say?
I always say if they could take my 65-year-old brain and put it in my 30-year-old body, I'd rule the world.
Mm.
You know.
That would be a horror movie. Like, they saved my brain.
For what? I don't know, but
all that knowledge about albums from 1975.
They saved Ted Williams' brain, so what the heck?
Yeah. They saved Walt Disney's head. Yeah. Kitty Carlisle's head. That's still one of my favorite Simpsons jokes. The vivacious head of Kitty Carlisle. Come on, let's play the game. Yeah.
I was watching a show similar to Tell the Truth. It was a SCTV skit that lasted the other night. It's called Guess My Shoe Size. It's so funny. And of course, they're all playing these different characters, and one of them was like a Kitty Carlisle, rip off and impersonation. It was John Candy comes in. He's got these big bags over his feet so nobody can see his feet, right? So then they had to put blinds on, masks on, eye covers on, and he showed the audience his feet. And he's got these great big clown shoes on. And so they had to guess the size of his feet. He says, guess my shoe size was the name of the show.
Did they have to sign in and everything?
Oh yeah, he had to sign in, did the whole thing. Oh, it's funny.
Tell me what you're.
And they had Joe Flaherty doing a Kirk Douglas impersonation. It was just hilarious. Funny stuff.
The things we've been wasn't from 1975, was it?
No, it could have been from that. Yeah. Those guys were brilliant. It's funny stuff. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we have anything for another 14 minutes or no?
I don't know.
I don't.
Should we guess the albums in another year?
Should I get out my Pac-Man game? I don't know. Maybe we're just about done. Oh, a lot of people were thinking that too.
Hey, I managed to tank another show. Wow, we got 18 watching.
Wahoo! Yeah, but that's less than there was a few minutes ago. So I don't know. Maybe it is time to put this one to bed. So I think the kids out there pretty much having it. Nobody's talking. Nobody cares. So maybe we will put this one in the bed. So take care, everyone, and maybe you'll come back on Thursday. There's a possibility you might come back on Thursday. I don't know. See you next week. Good enough. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Even the people were like, yeah, shut that thing down.
His Beatle Brad says, I'm out of here.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, Brad comes on, kills our show, and then leaves.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, take care, everyone. Come back on Thursday or something like that. And of course, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons like usual. Goodbye.
Don't.